and welcome everyone to this week's episode of Call of Cthulhu Below the Land of Fire. I am very pleased to announce that we will be having a special guest join us in a little bit, but first we're going to go around, we're going to say who we are, who we're playing, and get into it. Hi, I'm Lindy. I am the Keeper of Arcane Lore and the Bringer of Joy this session. So we're gonna go this way and say hey to Yutsai. How are you tonight, Yutsai?
Hello, well rested and still enjoying having a few days off. I'm Yutsai. I'll be playing Parker Lee, a man who's currently repositioning some ribs internally. Hopefully we'll be back to full health before the next encounter of the unknown. But looking forward to tonight.
That is great. Someone who loves unknown encounters would be Nugatosaurus. How are you tonight?
I'm doing great, and that is true. I do love unknown encounters and surprises.
You do.
Love them. Yeah, hi, I'm Nugatosaurus. I'm playing Bobby Maydeen, the investigative photojournalist who, surprisingly enough, also has some cracked ribs, not broken, but cracked. She's, dealing with that and is just so excited to get on this boat here in like 5 minutes. Just ready for it.
Great. I'm so glad. So glad you're ready for it. Someone who I know is ready is Snow. Snow, how are you tonight?
I'm not ready, but thank you for your vote of confidence.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Snow. I'm also known as Loria. Whatever. I'll be around for the win. And I am not looking forward to the clear glass of our yacht.
The glass bottom boat yacht.
Look at the bottom of the ocean where we know our scary alien overlords are waiting. And
What?
I will say though, I am looking forward to not being someone who's haunted by their dead twin. That is Irina. Counting her blessings. She is our sound tech. Very blessedly not haunted. So
very blessedly not haunted for now. We also have with us tonight Dimples and Dice. How are you tonight?
I am wonderful. Because I'm not probably dreaming of birds now that I'm out. If I get the opportunity to be out in the water. Tentacle monsters is one thing. Birds, another entirely. Yeah. I'm playing Teddy Gilbert. Boxer turned bodyguard for this investigative crew. He hopes he doesn't die. Just birds with guns. Just no birds with guns. Not in the dreams, not in reality. No one else needs to know about Teddy's fear of birds.
No one else needs to know, but will they find out? That is the question. So last week, our intrepid adventurers had more internal and external crises. Read some red folder stuff, talked with Goop some more, had a bit of a discussion with Doris, Bobby May did, found out some things. They just had a wonderful time, made some plans, talked to some people, gave out some tickets to DJ Yakumama's private VIP concert that's taking place this very evening, that they are actually on board the ship right now. The ship being the That's What Sea Said, which is a beautiful yacht, and has a lovely, like in the drop down section, has a nice glass bottom so you can see with lights projecting down underneath it, so you can see a bunch of like some fish swimming around and stuff. If you're lucky, maybe you'll see some whales or dolphins. It's a beautiful, lovely time. There is lots of snacks and hors d'oeuvres, because this is DJ Yakumama's final stop on the tour. It's kind of a bit of an all-out affair. There are 10, guests, special guests, one from each stop on the tour, that are here in addition with you all, because you guys made a very good impression when you all got kind of shipwrecked together. Well, island wrecked together on an island. I'm just sure it's fine. You guys, trauma bonding, something, inspiration, something, having a great time. Out of curiosity, I just need to know. Also, I'm gonna put on some of DJ Yakumama's last hits. Her hits from the last kind of tours are currently being played. So you've heard, you know, Madrugada, you've heard some of the other ones that you hadn't heard before from the other stops. And it's, you know, it's a good time. So there's some bops. I do need to know if anyone partakes of the ayahuasca tea, which is on buffet this time.
Not this time around. Bobby's gonna be
Absolutely fucking not.
Last time we were hopped up on that, an island exploded.
Yeah.
That was the
so
storm's fault. That wasn't the ayahuasca's fault.
Yeah, but that's the epitome of a bad trip.
I,
New core
you know,
memory.
Teddy was not all the way there during a time of crisis. Lesson learned.
So
do we
that's
have to in order to experience the musical?
I mean, the music
phenomena?
is better with the ayahuasca, but you don't have to.
Oh.
Because this is the VIP tour, pretty much everyone's just drinking it. It's not it's not with the admission. It's just, you know, like where the cocktails and other sections at the bar are.
I will look forlornly and longingly. Like, damn, I could be having fun right now.
You could. You could. You don't have to not have ayahuasca tea. It's very good ayahuasca. It's up to
I'm
you.
mindful of the
Are there drinks that are not ayahuasca here?
Yes, there are other herbal teas, like peppermint, chamomile, like just nice teas. Of course, yerba mate. That is a staple here. There is also
Teddy will drink regular tea.
There's also a nice selection of beer and wine, and some ciders and meads. Although they're in a separate section, like you shouldn't mix the ayahuasca with these things. They are available for mostly the staff. But if you wanted to drink some too, you're more than welcome to.
Is there anybody still playing King's Game with that though?
Still playing what? I'm sorry.
King's Game with ayahuasca and the other boozes?
They're not mixing. They're being responsible party goers. They're mostly here for the trip anyways. So the experience.
Yeah, I just kind of give our resident volcanist like a look of, you know, if you want to get high, no one's gonna be able to, you know, we're not gonna tell anyone.
Oh, I think she had some of the ayahuasca. I think our dear Renee had some ayahuasca not before she realized it was ayahuasca and was like, well, and it's just you know, whatever at this point. She's gonna have a good time.
Too late now.
It's too late now.
She's not gonna be helpful.
Oh, I love her so much.
Yeah, so she's having a great time.
We just invited her. Did we invite Heather as well? Is Heather also dying with us?
You guys decided
No.
to not
Okay.
invite Heather. You did
Yeah,
invite
he's not dying with
Jack.
This
but
goes
you don't,
badly.
You don't see Jack and Doris.
We did like an analysis of like who are we willing to lose if something bad happens.
You did.
Basically.
You guys asked yourselves the hard questions.
Yeah, we couldn't bring Heather because nepotism.
Because nepotism. Yep. That's why I wouldn't worry about it. So, you're enjoying this lovely, lovely time. Is there anything you want to do specifically while you're on this boat? Enjoying yourself at the party while everyone's, you know, vibing to the... Yeah, not a ton of people on this boat.
Are we still at the docks? Have we
Oh,
sailed out?
You've well sailed out. You've been sailed out.
Oh, great. Great.
Yeah.
Great. Okay.
Before the music started, because you don't want people on the docks to hear the music, because it's very exclusive, you know? So, yeah.
Trying to
yeah.
figure out how to do a Teddy shuffle with a massive backpack of gear on my back.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna
Is-
do this thing.
The
Do a thing.
key, Parker, is not caring who you hit with the bag.
Oh, because I'm hitting like everyone. Sorry.
Don't
Thankfully,
apologize. You belong here.
this is like a 75-person yacht, and there's like 20 of people
They're
total.
also very high.
They are, which means they're pretty spread out, like vibing a bit right now. So you're not having to worry about a full mosh pit or anything at this point.
Or like ruining their night.
Yeah, you
Like,
got
ooh.
people have space.
Yeah.
A lot of them are just sitting and like mellowing out because, of course, there's like the visuals with each. There's a video with each track of music that plays, and it's way trippier if you're on the ayahuasca. But if not, it's still a little trippy. They even have a projector, like projecting it down onto the glass floor of the the glass bottom boat. So there's like multiple places with like projectors and things. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool looking.
Quick
So-
question.
Yes.
The thing I wanted to do.
Yes.
I'm gonna quickly have a look. It's gonna be more difficult to hide the transmitter with a glass bottom.
It is.
But
That's correct.
might there be a transmitter on this ship somehow?
Spot hidden check, please, or listen check. It is an audio thing. Allow either.
I'll do listen.
You do not hear a transmitter.
Yeah, if there was one nearby, we'd probably feel it too one way.
Yes.
What is the layout of this boat? So, like, is it, thank you. Is it, what am I trying to ask? Okay, so when, like, you go on vacation, the boats typically they have like a normal upper deck and then you have to like go below. So can we see the glass bottom from the top deck?
No, you can only see it from below. It's the
If
below
you
deck.
specifically go below. Okay. Bobby is not below.
Wonderful.
I'm like in the center of I'm like in the most middle of the boat I can be without being in the way of people.
Yeah, there's like a little like couch, like built-in couch area you're probably like sitting on.
Yep.
Here for it.
Could I be looking for just something that doesn't like... I'm looking for people who are acting guilty.
Sure.
People who are hiding secrets.
A spot hidden or a psychology check.
I'll do spot hidden.
Okay. Nope, everyone looks cool. Having a great time. What a party. Woo!
Okay. I think Teddy would be doing a very specific thing. He'd be going to see where the boat controls are, where the captain is, and seeing what all that looks like. Because Teddy can probably drive a boat.
Possibly. Yes, this is correct.
So in case shit goes south, he wants to be ready.
Yes. So you go up and you see that they have a hired boat captain. Probably someone they've contracted out earlier. You see that Kurt, the very burly man with no neck, who is kind of the bodyguard figure for DJ Yakamama. Like, DJ Yakamama, she is, like, in front of, like, the tier right below where the captain's little closed-off area is. So she's above, like, a lot of things. Making her mixes, doing some cool stuff. Kurt is standing, like, right outside Gemma's booth, just to make sure no one bothers her, but also so he can make sure no one goes to bother the captain as well. So he's the boat pilot can do their job. You see that it's like a 2-man sized cabin, because this is a big boat. So you imagine that there is a pilot and a co-pilot, or captain and co-captain. And
Captain and first mate.
Captain and first mate. Look, yeah, that.
A boat pilot.
A boat pilot. Like, you pilot a boat. It's a thing. You can pilot a boat. Yeah, you see that there's 2 people in there. They look to be having, like, a pretty easy time of it right now. You're in open water. You don't really have to worry about running into anything. But you do see them. They have, like, a course that they're charting and stuff. And they do have, like, a door. It's not, like, open air, so they've got, like, the glass panels and stuff. Yeah.
Kurt, mind if I chat with the captain for a moment?
Gives you like a look, just to make sure you're good. He's like, yeah, sure.
Thanks, appreciate it.
He nods.
Walk in.
Yep. Yeah, you go in. The captain turns. He's got a little mustache. It's got like salt and pepper. It's like a salt and pepper mustache. It's like, can I help you?
Oh, I'm just trying to get the lay of the land. You know, I really am into boats. One of the first things I bought, well, one of the first things I paid for was a ride on the yacht after I won my first big fight.
Oh, I see. A boat enthusiast, then.
Something like that.
Interesting. Well, that's what C said. I find a pleasure yacht vessel. Goes very fast, many knots per hour. I know lots of boat facts.
Now I'm a test the GM a little bit here. What kind of boat is this? What kind of yacht?
It's like a party yacht. you know, enough space that you can fit a good number of people. They've got a lot of power, but it's not all in the boat drive. It's a lot of it for, you imagine, the internal power outlets, so you could hook up a lot of equipment or appliances, that kind of thing. You could divert it to get more power to the engines and thrusters, but she's a mighty fine vessel.
Cool.
That's what
Teddy's kind of taking it in, looking at the controls. It's like, I could take this ship if I needed to.
Uh-huh. I love that confidence. Yeah, is there anything else y'all do while just while you mingling around, middle of the party time, having a ball? Good time. Cause
did you mention if DJ Yakumama's manager is here?
He is here, yes. Kenneth Boyles. He is here.
Nice.
He's kind of hanging out on the sides, just like keeping it, like making sure everyone seems to be having a good time, you know.
Okay.
Also checking on her. Goes up every so often, like refills her water, that kind of thing.
Okay. Is he walking with a limp at all?
A little bit.
A little bit? Okay. I'm just gonna keep an eye on him.
Sure thing. And as you guys are doing your thing, Teddy, you leave the captain alone at some point, and you go back down to the party. You hear over the sound system on the boat. All right, everyone, now's the moment you've all been waiting for. My newest and last song on the tour, Leviathan. And I would like you all to watch and enjoy.
The blue whale is the largest animal that ever lived, dwarfing even the hugest dinosaurs. The blue whale is the largest animal that ever lived, the enormous blue. The details of its life are mysteries and may never be known. Because of man's predation, there are only 5,000 to 6,000 blue whales left in all the oceans, and their fate is uncertain. Is uncertain. And their fate is uncertain. And their fate is uncertain. The enormous blue. And their fate is uncertain. But the blue whale was killed for its oil. In a single year, 3 million barrels from 29,400 animals. But we continue to kill so many whales that some people fear for their survival. Flotillas went to the Antarctic as to war, to kill the blues. To kill the blues, to kill the blues, to kill the blues, to kill the blues. But we continue Some people fear for their survival. Fear for their survival. The enormous blue. The enormous blue. 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 There are only 5,000 to 6,000 blue whales left in all the oceans, and their fate is uncertain. There are only 5,000 to 6,000 blue whales left in all the oceans. After many millions of years of survival, the blue whale was nearly wiped out in a generation. In a generation. The enormous blue. The enormous blue. Blue. The enormous blue. Blue, blue. Blue. All whales seemed monsters once.
And that, as you listen to DJ Yakumama's newest hit, it's hard to, you didn't notice it at first, but it's definitely, I mean, the sun set a while ago, but it's definitely gotten darker outside. Is anyone down by the glass bottom boat area, out of curiosity?
Teddy probably would have went.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. You
I
see the
shadows in the water.
the visuals on the projector reflecting on the glass bottom boat. When the projectors stop, though, give me spot hidden checks.
Okay.
I would have stayed there just because I'm looking for that signal as well.
Cool. Love it. Yeah. Oh, I'm
Go
so
us.
I'm
How
so
about
glad
that?
you guys have seen this.
This is absolutely going to be horrible for us. Ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is bliss.
And denial is good for the soul.
But you guys got a hard and an extreme success. That's so great for you. Well, maybe not. You see... also, yes, thank you, Trooper SJP, for being the voice of DJ Yakamama.
I felt very high, thank you.
Yes.
That was a trip.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
God.
So, you see... movement? Everyone else, let's see how some of the NPCs do. I might be surprised. I am a little surprised. They are all tripping though, so they have to get a hard success. So some see like are looking like did I see that? Did I see something? But you guys are completely sober. You saw a thing move. And because you got a hard and an extreme success, you see it a little bit better than everyone else does. You see a very large, writhing thing move pretty quickly. And Irina, since you got an extreme success, oh, you know what? It looks a lot like that thing that was called a Shoggoth. Caves there. Just looked a lot. There was a lot of. You saw a very quick flash of eyes, tentacles. Yeah, you did though. That's you saw a flash of something move, and you think you recognize it. That's all. Did you guys do anything about that?
Oh, the only thing you hear Teddy do is like, what the fuck?
I think I just kind of like I just like take a flashlight and like.
Teddy is already going up the stairs. He's supposed to be looking out for y'all, and there's a moment of him like looking back over his shoulders, like, if these idiots don't follow me, I'm gonna have to go back down there, whatever that was, and I'm gonna be very upset.
And as the idiot,
He looks particularly at Parker.
I thought Parker was upstairs with me.
Yeah, I'm down here.
Parker
with you.
and Bobby.
I'm the one.
Yeah, it's just Irina with her
Oh,
flashlight.
I thought I was downstairs as well.
Oh, if you want to be downstairs,
Because I saw the
Would
spot
you
hidden
like to
check.
see
That's
it
all
with
I was
us?
like.
It is your spot hidden check. I saw two. If there's three, yeah, Parker, you would have also seen something that looked a little familiar. Yeah.
Hey, I
Bobby's
get it.
Bobby's blissfully unaware.
Oh, totally unaware.
I go look for Bobby to make sure everyone understands. Something
Bobby's getting the
terrible
full
about to happen.
rundown from Teddy as soon as he gets upstairs. Like, we got to get off this fucking boat. I don't care if I have to take the
what?
boat. We got to get
Well-
off this boat.
The boat shudders.
What?
That thing.
What? Okay, all right, hold on.
The thing
What
that
is
was
it-
down
what is
in
going-
the caves,
what
it was
thing?
under the water.
But that was just a
Irina.
tiny little thing.
I'm pretty sure.
You got an extreme success. It's not the same one from the caves. This one's much bigger.
Oh no.
It's not a baby.
It's not a little adolescent.
Just
Not
let
a
Teddy
little-
believe what he believes. It's just a little small one.
You didn't get as good look of it as Irina did. Irina's the only one who knows.
I probably, I mean, she probably stayed there, like didn't follow Teddy. She just clicked on her flashlight and just like looked, like not directly at it, but pointed it directly down and kind of turned it on and
Go
off.
piss
like
it off.
It's trying to get it to go away. I mean, there's a lot of lights here, and also, I have my hand ready on my signal to just press it at any time now. Just like transmit it
Sure. Yeah.
whenever.
Whatever you want. I love that. You're flashing the light on it. It's gonna move up to the bottom. So, well,
It's okay with light, huh? This
Well-
one is not.
this one is a little... Maybe the one you met and had never seen light before. This one... Part of it, on the corner of the glass bottom. Again, there's another slight shudder of the boat. Not a lot. Again, this is a pretty big boat. There's a slight shudder. And you see it's a couple tentacles towards the light with eyes blinking and opening in different directions. Irina, I need you to make me a sanity check.
I expected this.
Dead.
Alright. Guys, prepare for me to go
Because
mad
you're
if
playing
I-
directly with the Shoggoth.
Yeah, I
A
have.
failure.
This is the perfect time to fail.
Oh.
I'm not pushing that. That's not on.
You don't want to push it? Okay.
I really don't think it's possible.
Okay.
I'd have to roll way lower.
You'd have to roll a 32. But it's up to you. You know?
I am good because then it would be even worse when I do fail.
Mhm.
And I have this feeling
That
that
is
luck
true.
is not with me tonight. So
It's true. Because you have already seen a Shoggoth before, albeit a little one, it's not
Baby,
going to be
yes.
the full d20 of sanity loss from failing to see a Shoggoth.
Mm-hmm.
Failing to sanity a Shoggoth. It will, however, still be
kind of painful.
not great. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I've been rolling shit on y'all's sanity takeaways lately, so
Oh.
4. Only 4. You don't even get a temporary insanity. You're okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I've lost more than 2 at a time.
I've been rolling absolute garbage.
It's
Be
not
glad
fun.
you're not the other group. I was rolling way better for their sanity. I mean, way worse for them.
I think Irina just looks up, looks at Parker, kind of pale. That thing's not afraid of light. And just closes her flashlights and puts it back.
You okay?
And as you say that, the lights flicker on the boat.
We should get away now.
Yeah. Parker's gonna run to the captain helm area.
Well, Bobby May and Teddy, you're right there as Parker runs.
Yeah. Slow down. What the hell is going
There's
on?
something did you not feel that? Did you feel that? I felt
Well,
it.
yeah,
I know you did.
But it's a boat. It's the
That
ocean.
thing that we saw in the caves is one of those.
Are you sure it wasn't just an
Eyeballs.
octopus?
I am mostly positive.
Mostly positive.
I think Irina saw more than me, but this is not the kind of thing that you take a chance on and say, hey, maybe it wasn't that thing, and then see what happens.
Well,
The
I
lights
just
flicker.
don't know what we would do about it.
I can drive a boat.
So can the captain.
If the captain doesn't get us out of here, then I will move the captain, and I will be the captain until we get back to shore.
All right.
I think it's probably around that time that probably Irina and Parker duo probably ran up, and I think she just grabs Bobby May by the shoulders. It's not afraid of light.
What?
It's an adult. It's not afraid of light.
Well, yeah, the other one lived.
We need to
in
go
the
to captain
cave.
now.
He's right there.
He just looks at Teddy. It's an adult.
Is a bigger one?
Are you
Oh,
sure it's not
double
We
the
gotta
an
get the
size.
fuck out of here. We gotta go now, y'all. We gotta go
That was
now.
double the
We gotta
size.
Look out for these people.
Well, then why are
Teddy
you
is
talking to
like-
us? Talk to the
Teddy is on the
captain.
move. Like after he's sitting that out, he's like,
Yeah.
"Oh shit, I should go.
Yeah.
I should go. I should go
Parker,
now."
You get a head start to the captains. Teddy will be right behind you in a moment. You get to the captain's area, and Kurt will let you pass because again, you also seem pretty a-okay, not high on ayahuasca or
Hey, Kurt,
drunk.
not high. Moving past. All right. Hey, Captain.
Right.
We have a medical emergency. We need to get back to shore now.
Certainly. I'm just, I'm having some issues with the controls. We're
Issues
having
with the controls?
Yes, okay. Yes, it seems that the power is fluctuating, which means that the engine is having a harder time revving
Fuck.
up.
It's a problem with the engine.
Yes, the power power keeps fluctuating. We need power for the engine to go.
It's down in the engine room. That's
Is
what
there a
you're
backup?
saying.
Yeah, that's what it seems to be an engine. Yes, I've got the engine light, the light.
Teddy is on the move to the engine room.
Okay.
Okay. We need to get back shore ASAP. People's lives are at risk. That's not a lie. Wait, Irina. I'm gonna rush back to hopefully run into Irina and say, "Can you get your thing hooked up to the sound system?"
Yes, probably.
Mhm.
If someone talks to me though about it, just can the two of you and all of you are better than talking to me. I'm gonna go.
I'm going to go with Irina, so hopefully I can make sure no one tries to stop her from hooking that thing up.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna go find our dear volcanist.
Sure,
volcanologist.
your volcanologist, and climatologist, Dr. Renee Nelson. She is on a couch. She had that full cup of ayahuasca. She's like, what's happened to the party? That was an amazing video. I really appreciate the
It
message.
was.
How are
yeah,
you, Bobby May?
I am doing fantastic, but
That's
I'm gonna
great.
help you to your feet, darling, and you're gonna come stand over with me.
All
We
right.
seem to be having some engine troubles, so I
Oh,
just want to
that-
keep it close.
I know how to fix a couple of things, but engines aren't my. I'm more scientific
You're
equipment.
right.
Yes.
No, absolutely. Don't expect you to fix anything. Just want you,
Oh,
you know,
good.
close by.
I'm not
case
in the right
anything
mindset.
happens.
Sure.
No. And I'm just gonna herd her over.
Are you
to
hungry?
where-
I'm kind of hungry.
Yeah, look, we're passing the snack table. Why
I
don't
love
you grab
snacks.
something? Yeah, okay, and then we're just gonna keep moving this way.
Yep. You're able to corral her with no troubles. She's very pliable
Okay.
right now. Teddy, you run downstairs. Irina, you're running to the sound system. We'll go with Teddy first. Teddy, you go to run down to the back where the engine is. It's separate from the glass bottom section. Obviously, it's behind it. And give me a spot hidden check.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Come on.
Oh, good. Hard success. You.
I don't like you saying "oh good."
Oh, good. You see a problem. You might be able to fix it.
Okay.
You see black streaks up the walls with eyes opening and closing and interweaving and into the engine a bit. They rolled really, really well, like not above a 32. And I need you to make me another sanity check because you're getting to see that this, it's like growing on the walls like vines almost, but it's not growing, it's just stretching, exploring,
Sanity
reaching
check,
out.
you say?
Yes, please. Wonderful. Would you like to do anything about that, or are you just gonna accept it?
I'm gonna spend some luck.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll spend the luck.
Okay. You'll spend the luck,
Yep.
and you will only lose 4 sanity.
God damn it.
Look, it could
I
have
had
been
to
a
go
lot
and
more.
say something. I hadn't lost more than 2. I'm sure as shit.
But you don't get a temporary insanity. You see, there is definitely a problem here, and it seems to be almost draining or drawing energy from the electronics in this room.
Teddy does not think about what he was told by Irina and just immediately reaches to the bag and grabs a flare from the side, just cracks a flare and just...
Yeah. You see the eyes wince a bit and blink, but they're not afraid like the one in the cave, and that's probably what the sanity loss is really from this thing not behaving like the one in the cave, per se. Irina, you're going up to Gemma. DJ Yakumama at the sound system area. And she's like, she's fiddling with her controls. She's unplugged a thing or two to save it from any electrical overload or anything. Some of the more expensive pieces. She goes, "Oh, could you help me? You know sound stuff, yes? Because did you like the Rachmaninoff? I put it in the piece. It's fine by you."
It's really good. It's one of my favorite pieces. So, but all of the dead aside, she just looks around. It's gonna sound a little crazy, but she's like Parker, I don't know what to say. Can I quickly borrow your sound equipment? I mean, it's electricity's
Do you
flickering.
have something
anyways,
you want
might
to
as well
play?
play.
Sure, of course. Yes, here you are. And she'll hand you like the hookup.
I'm really sorry. Thank you. And I'm gonna try it.
Try it. Give me an occult check.
Oh God, please. God, why? Oh God. Okay, so we have options here, guys.
You have options here, yeah.
I'm at a 50, right? Which means it was a half chance.
Yep.
So if I try to push myself, it would be a 25% chance of success.
This is correct, yeah.
Do I take a 25% chance bet?
I don't know if it'll work. It could be really good. It could blow up in our faces, or specifically your face.
The problem is she asked me for magic. That is the bad part. It's magic. We're fucking with magic here.
Cooking with gas.
So
I'm assuming you don't have 24 points of luck to spend.
I mean, yes,
but that's a big chunk of luck to
that's a big
spend
chunk of luck
on something that you're not sure if it will work.
Yes. So instead, I can.
Yeah, I spent 8. That was for me, but 20 something
is a lot.
Yeah.
So I could either take the quarter chance.
You can accept the failure, or you can try to push it. You could succeed, or it'll be worse if you fail.
There is a quarter chance that I'll succeed, and 3/4 chance it'll be way worse. What do? I actually have Isle of the Dead playing in the background. It's pretty intense.
I will say way worse in our situation currently might be really bad.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking, but I wasn't going to say that out loud. We could have just kept that one off the table.
Risk it for the biscuit.
Informed decision making.
I think what's probably going to happen is I think Irina panics and just fumbles with the transmitter instead.
Okay.
She's like, okay, oh God.
Yeah, you panic, you fumble with the transmitter. Your sound plays, but you know that something is off with it. It should sound a bit different, and you're not sure what it is.
And-
You swear it's not the tech. You just maybe it's the interfacing with the sound. You're not sure what's going wrong, but you know it's not quite right.
But near us should be safe, right? Because near us is a radio signal, specifically. We'll see. We'll find out. Yeah, and I think as she's like fumbling, she just looks at like, was it Parker that's near me? It's not going right. It's not working. I don't know how to, but it's not. It's missing something.
Oh boy. We have like what, 10 DJs on this boat? Can you all like just put your heads together or something?
I don't know what they're looking for.
You say that, the boat shudders a bit harder this time, and the lights flicker again. Can I have everyone make me a power check, please?
Sure. Are we trying our best not to get lurched off? Hey, that's not too bad.
No,
I don't
that would be a
wanna.
dex check. Dex check would be to not get lurched off. You're something
Power.
Damn, extreme success. Very nice, Parker.
Lift the boat into the air with my mind.
Hey, there we go.
Oh,
Look
look
at
at
us.
everybody. Look at everybody
us.
making these power checks. That's so nice. Now I get to roll mine. Okay. If I'd rolled a 1, y'all would have been real fucked. But, no, you're fine. So, everything starts to get darker. There's like a haze, like a fog, kind of falling over the boat. And you hear the sound of metal stretching, breaking, tearing, just a little bit. And you notice some people are starting to go catatonic a bit.
Is it near us? Do we hear the Tikalili in the background?
You don't hear any Tekalili. But Teddy, you do see that, where the dark tendrils of Shoggoth are entering the room, some water is also starting to enter. Not a lot, but a trickle. You imagine that's where that metal tearing sound is coming from. It's the engine.
All right. Teddy has a moment of standing there just frozen, like the girl in the horror movie sort of thing. Like, what do I do? The flare didn't work.
You still have it in your hand.
We didn't see this thing until, all the light show shit went out. So maybe, just maybe, there's a bigger light that may work. But I don't know where we're gonna draw power from. So Teddy is just like,
yeah, you say that, and then okay, the lights flicker again. They don't go out completely yet, but it's close.
Teddy is going to do the smart thing and bail because he's slightly in over his head right now. Does not feel like he can actually do any repairs because there's awful eyeball things on things.
This is true. Yes.
He's just gonna run back to his crew and say we're fucked. He's gonna tell them the situation first, but then tell them, yeah, we're probably fucked. Yeah, I don't know what to do. Do we have a bigger light? How do we make more light? Like, is there a sun that someone's hiding in their pocket?
I have an idea, guys. I think Irina's like still panicking. He's like, fire. I mean, not fire hydrant, fire something. That might be.
We don't want to set the boat on fire. That's a bad idea.
No,
fire on boats are bad.
No, the things that could possibly suffocate them a little. The thing that puts
Do we know
fire
they
out.
breathe?
I don't know.
A fire
How's
extinguisher?
Renee doing?
That.
How's Renee? She's
Everybody's
chill.
tired, for
Is
sure.
she catatonic?
She's, you know what? Let me roll for her. She's a little catatonic. Yeah.
She's a little
Just-
catatonic. Okay. Y'all, something's wrong with the people. I don't know what's going on, but they're all just kind of
something else.
hazy a little bit.
Yeah, I'm
You
all
notice
for
some of
setting the
them
boat up.
starting to slump over on the cushions and couches and chairs and on the floor a little bit.
I'm all for setting the boat on fire, but I don't know if these folks
What?
are gonna wake up if they're drowning.
You
Um,
said no.
Well, honestly, I think we're about to get dragged down into, that underwater city. So
While you
The
guys
boat
are talking
shudders.
about this, I think Irina's gonna do something crazy. I'm gonna try. So, guys, we have two plans. At least my plans. One, Duncan and ayahuasca. See if we can get it high.
I like this plan.
Second, try to use
I
the
don't know.
boat.
High things get really hungry.
Yes, but also high things get really disoriented. Gives us time.
Oh.
Second, we could try to use the boat's main power source and just give it a nice big shock, like a big zap zap.
It is seemingly draining the power.
Yeah, and if it's draining the power, it means it power hurts it. So why don't we just give it a nice big shock?
or
it might
the
feed
power
it.
feeds it.
Maybe
if
it'll
it's
overeat.
drained.
And then it might get stronger.
Bobby May, can you
Yes,
give me a
ma'am.
spot hidden check? You said you were doing something earlier. I just want to see how that's
yeah.
going with all this distraction going on.
Sure. Success. That's a 64.
Cool. The manager seems okay. He is helping Gemma down, like lay down from she was slumped over the still
You
spinning
little shit
turntables.
manager.
Does he look
just
panicked at all, or does he look calm?
he seems pretty calm, weirdly enough.
Pretty calm.
Yeah.
Teddy, I think your friend over there. Well, he's a little calm for my liking.
Who? What? Who's my friend?
The manager, the one that lied about the rod that he picked up in the dice thing.
I didn't know he lied at the time.
At the time, no, but you
He
want to grab
didn't
him?
lie.
Oh,
Just
did
didn't
I?
ask.
At that, Teddy's like,
I'm
hold my
pretty-
bag.
I think while they do that, I'm gonna see if I can get just a fucking bucket of ayahuasca and dunk it on the thing.
Sure.
And while she's
Sick.
doing that, I want to grab a microphone and hold it against the speaker to try to create a big
Some
feedback
feedback?
frequency.
Feedback.
Sure.
Either
Yeah.
wake people up or maybe this thing's vulnerable to sound waves.
I love it. I'm here for it. As you're doing this, everyone notices a slight shimmer start to come up over the top of the boat like a little bubble.
Oh,
That
no.
is so not good.
Irina, you grab the punch bowl of ayahuasca. Do you splash it on the parts in the engine room? That's bad. Where are you splashing this punch bowl of ayahuasca?
I don't really want to do that on the engine room because I feel like that's really bad for the engine room.
The rest of
That-
it is underwater.
Electrocute ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
The engine in a boat is not made to do that. Just so
Yeah,
you
I
know,
feel like
they're
it's not
all very
good.
protected from water in case the boat sinks or the engine room gets
So
flooded.
I
This is
can drug
actually
the
a
little
thing.
eyes.
You can absolutely wet things in the engine room.
Cool. I will try to wet things in the engine room with wild ayahuasca.
Just don't want to leave them wet
I'll
for a
dunk
long
the
time.
eyes in them. Just especially the eyes.
Are you gonna splash with the ladle specifically, or are you just going for a big punch bowl splash? Like, how are you doing this? If you're aiming for the eyes specifically, this is my question for you. How are you dousing this Shoggoth and ayahuasca?
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have, you know how you have a water bottle?
Yes.
I'm gonna quickly put some holes on the cap.
Uh-huh. You're gonna watering
Screw
can
it.
this? Yeah, okay. It's gonna take you a little while. Let's roll for something for the Shoggoth.
Yeah, we'll see if it works.
It's gotta make a con check, because that's what you guys had to make. It seems intrigued.
Okay. Also, while that's happening, can I
It's reaching for you a little bit more than it was before. It was seemingly pretty keen on the engine, but now you've got something interesting. Can you make me a dex check?
go for the drugs, not me?
You were able to evade the thing, which knows you have very interesting things. That is curious. Do you drop anything? You drop the punch bowl or the water bottle while you're jumping away? You held on to it.
I probably go throw it on the side.
It goes
Like the
after
bo-
that. Yeah.
Yeah. And
And you notice,
go-
it grabs and it undoes the water bottle cap and then fills the bottle with part of itself. Like an octopus going through a thing, but just one tendril and then it keeps going on too, as if it can continue to grow.
So it likes drugs. Cool.
It seems to be stimulated.
Okay.
Move it's a little more excited.
On another question.
Quick.
I feel like I'm gonna die. It's pretty bad.
It's real bad.
Does anything that I've heard throughout my life, just going in weird places, have I heard anything about how to destroy a protective barrier or like stop the process?
How to destroy a protective barrier? That's a great question.
Do you have the little magic weapon? Can I poke the bubble with that?
I believe Teddy has that.
Damn it, Teddy! Can you poke the bubble?
Yeah, poke the bubble before you go underwater. That's a great idea. Teddy, speaking of... you, are going up to talk to the man... You're going up to see the manager, who has just gently laid Gemma down behind the DJ booth. What do you do? You get up there. It's no problem for you. You're a fit and able individual.
I took the bag off so I could do the thing. I am going to... I know he's not small, but I'm not small either, and I'm just going to grab him. What did you fucking do?
Oh. Interesting. I haven't done anything.
You know what's happening.
That's a different question, yes.
You knew this would happen, didn't you?
Yes.
Is that Leonard Nazi?
Yeah, Teddy is pretty smart, but he's still a fighter, and he has a bit of a temper. He's gonna punch this dude.
Sure. Can you make me a power check right before you do? Just out of curiosity.
Absolutely.
Okay, so you're about to give the punch, and you get a little flash. You see the man you're holding, again, extremely ordinary looking guy, but for a half second, like between blinks, you see that strange triangular shaped creature.
Oh,
the
fuck
claws.
No.
Fucking knew it.
Just with the between flashes of lighting and between blinks, it's just a half second. You're rearing back for that punch. You're okay, but you did, because you succeeded, you did see that for a half second. Do you still punch?
Oh yes, I still punch.
Okay, give me a punch. Yeah. Roll me your damage.
Damage.
Should be a D4 plus, I think another D4 because you're a boxer. It's just you're unarmed. Should when you're fighting. Up here.
Fighting.
Shoot. Combat. Oh, you don't have unarmed. You do have a D4 damage bonus, so just roll me 2D4. We'll go with that.
Okay.
6. Okay, you get him real good. The nose is it's crooked. That's a crooked nose. That is, the blood's coming out, but he seems again still very calm.
This is on the upper deck area, yes?
Yes.
Okay. I can see this bubble thing over us, yes?
It's now fully formed, yes.
Are we going under?
Yes, what that is, you notice that the water level is at the railing now, yes.
I want to throw him off the boat.
Give me a throw check.
I don't know what that is. You want to just do brawl again?
No, there is a throw. It is under the T section.
Oh, there it is.
There you go.
Fuck it, you only live once. Take that 16. I'm throwing his ass off of the boat.
You throw him, he hits the barrier.
That's what I wanted to see. That's exactly what I wanted to see.
And he will take another.
That was absolutely worthwhile, because that gave me some information.
Takes another 2. Okay. He stands up and just brushes himself off. Puts his nose back. It's not healed, but he's basically realigned it. What any good doctor would do. And you guys dip below. Parker and Bobby May, you notice the water is getting higher.
Bobby is trying very hard not to panic. Because we're going underwater, apparently.
You are.
I'm gonna reach right into my bag and I'm gonna pull out Goop. Hi, darling.
Hi.
As you can see, it looks like we're going underwater.
Yep. Sure does. It was a good party while it lasted.
Right. It was a great party. Yeah. Ever seen anything like this before? Any tips or tricks on
This is
what
pretty
to do?
cool. I don't know. It seems like a protective barrier. I wouldn't try to break the barrier unless you like drowning. I mean, I won't drown, but I'm pretty sure you guys need to breathe.
Yeah, that's very true. I am not a fan of drowning. Parker, do not pop that bubble under any circumstances. Do you understand me?
I'm not gonna pop it. I'm just hoping this
under
thing will
any
let us
circumstances.
go.
I think we're fucked at this point. So let's not
What?
tempt fate and drown. So please. And Bobby's just gonna sit back down on the couch.
Yeah, that's okay. They're there.
Yeah, I'm
just
totally fine.
Out of curiosity, Bobby May.
Panicking.
What's your sanity at right now?
It is a cool 38.
Nice.
Yeah.
This is, however, one of your worst fears is going underwater. So
You are
could you make me a
correct.
sanity check?
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. That's a failure.
Okay, cool. You're gonna lose 1 sanity.
Single sanity.
Mhm.
Okay.
Just one.
Bobby
Just freaking
is
out.
sitting. So yeah, she's sitting on this couch, like her leg is bouncing incessantly, and then she's doing like the nail taps on Goop's container, and she is just staring at the ground.
That's okay. I could tell you a story if it'll help keep
Please,
you
darling.
distracted.
Please
So,
tell me a story.
once upon a time, there was a really pretty princess, and there was the brave knight Goop, Goopulus, and he was a little blob, a lot like me, but he had armor and a horse.
And he
And a
goes to
horse.
tell you about basically it's like Rapunzel, but a little weird.
Yeah.
And everyone, like when you get on the plane, your ears start to pop.
Pop.
You're getting that pressure thing, and it's kind of like when you're again going up on the plane, you get a little tired. Everyone starts to get pretty lethargic. You're not quite sure how much time passes, but you know it's at least hours. And then, in the distance, see it. A glow. Yes.
May I interrupt for a moment?
Sure.
Teddy was still holding this dude. He's not letting
You
this
did
dude
throw
go.
him against the...
Yeah, but once he came back, he went back up to him. He's not letting this dude get out of his sight.
Sure.
Because Teddy's rage right now is, if something bad really happens, I'm probably just going to kill this guy to make me feel a little bit better about things. But we're all getting lethargic.
You are...
Is this guy getting lethargic?
No.
Excellent. Wonderful. Fantastic.
You're welcome.
That was the thing I needed to know.
That's
I
all.
also
Yeah,
want to know something. It might
of
be
course.
bad.
I'm here for it.
So you know how I've kind of near like the the engine room where all the
Yeah.
weird kind of things are, and it seems that this is the Shoggoth that's dragging us down, right?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Okay.
Power's out, by the way. So-
Power is out. That's fine. I probably will have my flashlight.
Mhm.
It doesn't look like it's interested in killing us, is it?
No, it does not. At least
Yeah,
not
I
right
just-
now.
I kind of look at this thing and it's just like, if you're an
Oh.
adult, this means you're working with those other creatures. Can you understand me? She's just gonna look at the eyes.
You want to
Blink
try to
once for
communicate
yes.
it.
Think twice for no.
I am here for this. Could you give me a power check?
Well, I think, right? These are some weird creatures, okay? There's a part of me is just like, maybe there's science somewhere in the background, maybe.
Maybe.
Power, let's try this.
Just power check for me. Just out of curiosity.
I'm gonna push that.
Push it, please.
Damn it,
Okay.
that's not good.
You
I am
trying
definitely
to
catching up to Bobby May so fast.
communicate with this thing, and the side effect of this pushed roll is that you're going to be doing this the entire ride. You're going to be trying to communicate with this. You know this thing has some type of intelligence. but
Sentience and intelligence, yeah.
you're not sure how to communicate with it. It has to be possible. It's not trying to attack you like the other one does. This one seems to have much more motive. And it's just fascinating to you. Yep. Absolutely fascinating.
Uh-oh. Am I getting some sort of fascination for these creatures? Is that it? Is that the case?
It's something. We'll figure it out. But you guys, it's a journey, and it's dark. But then you see in the distance a faint glow. It's a dome. A greenish blue lit dome. And you all come forth. It gets bigger and bigger, and you see what looks like a skyline almost inside of it. And you see a like a weird spiral tower on one side amidst a bunch of rubble. And you see a newly constructed, it looks like, tower up through the middle of it, glinting with some metal that the rest of the city does not seem to have. And this goes through the dome's wall. You're shipping a bubble. It's interesting. You realize it's actually a couple feet thick. It looks so thin, but as you're passing through it, it's thick barrier. And it's almost like going through self-sealing jello, it looks like. There's a hair bit of residue which slicks off as you go through the other side. And as you go through the other side, there's a weight to the ship that wasn't there previously when it was going through water. And you hear it hit the ground. And you look around, and in the distance you see, not too far away, other ships. And you see Irina, eyes all blink at you, and then recede, pull away, disappear. And
Not a
after
single noise.
a few more moments, your dome recedes. And our lovely guest, if you would like to reveal yourself, you see newcomers have arrived.
Oh my gosh!
You have to do some shifting. There we go. And Professor Howells, it's been a while for you. It's been a week since you've been down here. It's been a long week. But it seems that there is a new ship that's been brought down. Some new people have arrived. And there's no one else here to greet them. So it
More
seems
mouths
like
to
it's you.
feed. Great. Yep. It's just what I want to hear.
It's a big boat too. There's probably a lot of them.
So the professor will approach kind of somewhat cautiously. Are there any others with me, or are they standing back kind of like...
It's middle of shift time for a lot of them, so it's pretty much you and Disco at the base camp at the moment. Yeah, a lot of them are... They've been really pushing some of the shifts harder the past couple of days. They're trying to get something done. Operation of something.
So he'll turn to Disco and kind of hold up his hands and indicate for him to stay back, you know, and just calm down, just stay there. And he'll turn around and approach the people and arms wide, and he'll go, hello, welcome to this place. I don't think we have a name for it yet, but welcome.
You notice a lot of them seem to be kind of out of it, lethargic, but there does seem to be 4 or 5 people who are up and about and moving around. I'd say Bobby and Parker, Teddy, y'all are probably the first 3 to see it. With Irina, you hear someone talking outside and the thing's receded, so you hear that.
I recognize that voice. Do I? Because I've been looking at the ground this whole time.
Yes.
I don't think Bob even really realizes we've stopped.
Yeah.
Just.
We've stopped.
Oh, thanks, Goop. Do I know you? Do we know you? Him?
I don't believe we've met. My name is Marvin. I'm a professor.
The professor, yes. I think Irene just pops her head out of the end of the room.
You've seen his picture before. You've heard his tape recordings.
Yes. I wouldn't
Teddy
mistake
puts
his
the gun
voice
back
for
in the
anyone else's.
holster.
I will say, he looks rough. Would you like to describe yourself?
Yeah, I'll try to remember how I described him all those months ago.
Yeah, we did. You started playing in May, so let's let everyone else know.
So if it's not exactly the same when we're back in May, please forgive me. But I'm pretty sure he is an elderly man. He is quite elderly. I think he's late 60s.
Yep.
He currently has heavy stubble, kind of grey and heavy stubble, grey hair, which is getting a little thin on the top, but it's kind of like a mess all everywhere. He's quite a tall and rotund person. He's got a bit of a belly, you know, and he's got that figure of someone who possibly in their youth was fit, and then the age of time has just ravaged him into oblivion. You know? So it's
that's hitting too close to home.
He is wearing his kind of like jumper. He's wearing the jumper, which is kind of got a lot more holes in it now.
Yeah,
a lot more bedraggled, and he's looking rather rough. Whereas his body's kind of like a more roundish. His face, you can quite clearly see that his cheeks are starting to go a little gaunter, and like a lot and his face is kind of a bit paler than probably before coming down. And he will look at I'm terribly sorry. I don't know anyway. How do you know me?
We were sent to find you. Surprise! You've been found.
you.
Mission accomplished. Let's go
You're
home.
the and he kind of approaches. You're the rescue party. Is that it?
I think
Sure.
Irene just looks around, shakes her
Teddy
head.
just grunts hearing that. Just
Right. Bit odd. Thing. I thought you would. Yeah, all these, and he points at all the people comatose, stoned out. These parts
no,
of
they're
your...
useless.
No, they were just at a party and just happened to get roped along
Right.
into it. Yeah, so they're all really high. Well, maybe not anymore, but they were. They were.
No, if we think about how long it took us to come, I don't know. Actually, I don't know how much time has passed, so maybe they're all.
Why are we talking about this in front of the suspicious manager man?
Who?
Is
Fuck.
that guy
Hello.
still? Is he
Your
listening?
partner?
He wants to be here.
I'd like to go up to the professor and quietly ask, is there like something coming to like secure us or like take our positions or anything like that?
Oh no. It's just me. They leave us to as long as we work. That's all they really care
They'll
about.
probably come to do work assignments
They-
soon-ish, when it's convenient for them.
Mhm.
They
But
don't
yeah, that's about
confiscate
it.
anything. They don't take anything. They don't examine or check.
No, not for my. Did you get our shell?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, we
Most of
did.
it.
Wonderful. I was worried that it was an ingenious idea by Uriah. He thought it up. But,
Oh, your
getting
Russian
really
spy,
shell.
you mean?
Yeah,
What?
fantastic metal work.
Yeah, he's a Russian spy, by the way. Uriah
He's not really Uriah. The real Uriah died a while
died
ago.
like 6 months ago.
It's
He
been
took
a
his
while.
place.
Yeah. Anyway, I think Irene just very calmly picks up her little transmitter. Is like, I'm gonna work on you. Puts it in her pocket.
Uh-huh.
And then she just looks at She kind of will poke the DJ.
She is out cold.
Yikes.
She was
So
also on the
how did y'all end up down here? Like, what was
what
the
happened?
situation? We got pulled, big boat, yacht, party.
Well,
A Shoggoth grabbed us.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
And then there was a bubble, and then there was this idiot over here who I broke his nose, who wants to be here.
Right. Maybe we can circle back to the manager wanting to be here. How I got here, funny enough, we were probably looking for this very place.
That seems
we were on
stupid.
an expedition. I mean, in hindsight, yes. But, I mean, who would expect this down here? I was expecting maybe a sunken city, maybe a few pottery, something. Not this.
No.
hmm.
So you guys came here looking for the lost city and found Shoggoth, and what are those other tentacle people called?
Elder
That's a very good
beings?
point. I would
Elder
know that.
being-
Elder
Things.
things. People have been
Things,
calling them
sorry.
elder
The other
things.
beings,
Elder
the other
things.
things. They're very, very tall. And,
And triangular looking.
yeah, it's like a
No,
star
those
on
are
their head.
different. Those are different. There's the elder things, and then there's the star people. No, the triangle head people.
Say
Yeah, the
triangle
triangle.
things. You see Teddy shudder a little bit.
I mean, it seems like you've done your research.
Yeah, so technically, you know,
No.
I guess we're the dumber ones because we knew all this and still went down here. You just like,
To be fair, we
Yes.
did not come down here willingly. It was not by choice. So
That was a complete
okay.
accident.
And Professor, you hear that
Exactly.
voice.
exactly, Goop. Complete
You have
accident.
a child?
Oh my god. Hold on. Bobby like lifts up. Can you see? Do you tell me what you see in this bottle, please, darling?
You see inside a wine bottle, a little like oil blob, little droplet with two big eyes, and that's it. It's very cute.
It
I
goes,
see.
hi.
Oh, it talks. I see
Yeah.
a black blob with eyes. What is
My
that?
name's Scoop. You want to be my
This is
friend?
Goop.
Hello, Goop. Sure? What are
Yay.
you?
We don't really know. Goop isn't totally sure what
I'm
they
just
are.
a little blob.
Just a little blob.
Hmm.
Oh, just
Mhm.
a little blob.
and he has memories of.
I just
of
look
well-being.
very pointedly at Teddy. I'm
Teddy is
the
just
one who-
writing notes. Just
Mm-hmm.
so either they are both incredibly insane, or they actually are talking to the oil slick that is in a
I was
bottle,
like,
which is probably more disturbing.
Professor, where's your submarine?
Oh, it is. There was a map around here. Lindsay,
Yes.
that you showed us. I can't remember where it is. Could I have
You've
the map
unlocked
again,
the
please?
map. Show to everyone. There we go.
Nice.
There it is.
There you
Right.
go.
This is the crude map. Now, I would say that I didn't draw this. A very, very nice gentleman drew this for me. Can't remember his name. Wasn't it like Carlos or something?
It was Gabriel.
Gabriel, that was it. Gabriel still alive?
Yes, captain of the Stinky Fish. Yep.
Okay, cool. So, Gabriel, you might meet him later when we go to this thing. But this is the general idea on how this is all thing. In the middle, we have the device. I think that we shall talk more about that in private out of the manager's thing. There are also certain areas that you do not want to go into, and they are color coded, so it's quite easy to stay
Yes.
out of it.
This map isn't color coded, but you do notice there are faint glowing lines in the floor. There is a green area. There is a red. You see in the distance a couple of red areas, and
So avoid the red areas, or don't go in there
phosphorescent.
for your own safety more than anything else. Green areas, you're okay. So there's the what we call the ship graveyard, which is where we all kind of live currently, with all the previous ships. That, I believe, is where our submarine is at the moment.
Your submarine has been confiscated at the moment. It's on the other side of the lava forges because they're studying it.
Oh yes, of course, they're studying
Yes.
it. Our
Yes.
submarine is currently being looked at because evidently they've never seen anything like it.
It's new. Shiny.
Also the only
Which is
thing that could get us out from under here.
Well, unless we all just ended up in a magical bubble and floated our way up.
I don't think the magical bubble makers are going to let that happen.
You could always put a saddle on a Shoggoth and ride that up, I suppose.
I think the water pressure would kill us
Don't do
first.
that. So, moving on to that, stay away from the Shoggoth pits. Stay away from those. That is where they eat, sleep, and other things. You don't want to go there.
They're
What do
intelligent
they
creatures.
eat?
You don't want to know.
People? That sounds about right.
And there's
I'm
the
asking
elder.
that to know if we need to,
Are they? Do they
prepare
eat people?
for our friends to be eaten.
I don't really make the food for the Shoggoth.
You don't. It's
so
curious.
They just people go there and do something.
And do they come back?
I think they come back. Do they come back? Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. We're not sure.
So there's a high chance we have to butcher another person. Got it.
Another person? What?
Well, think about it. You said some of them come back and some of them don't.
Yes.
She just looks at him
yes,
and just
yes,
like,
of course.
got
yes.
it. Like,
Also, there's the elder things area over here. Again, stay away from that. That's where.
triangle people?
That's it. That's the one.
Barrel
yes.
shaped. The tomato people from the little.
The tomato. That's it. The tomato.
These people. The statuette people.
The statue ones.
Okay.
I think they're the ones that are running this place. They're the ones that are, and that is the device that we are building. There's also the forge over at the lava. That's where they are kind of getting iron from things to help build this.
Okay.
Uriah tends to be over there, and I believe I think Wash and Tanner are clearing some rubble away from destroyed buildings and stuff like that. I'm the cook in Disco for a lot of people. Don't mind Disco. These no loud noises.
Right, yeah, who is that?
He's the cook. He's been down here the longest. He's
He's got a tattered sweatshirt that says "Death Before Disco."
Nice.
Yeah.
So we make the food. I'm gonna apologize now. We don't have much option. It is
Luckily, we have
Snail.
a lot of booze. And this is a VIP ship, so you should be fine for a bit.
A lot of booze, a lot of
And
snacks,
a lot of snacks and food. Yeah.
some drugs,
A lot of drugs.
a lot of drugs.
he looks to Disco. Okay.
Professor, question. What happens if people are uncooperative?
They die.
It was about the answer I expected.
So, just to be clear, we got kidnapped by kindergarten toys come to life, and we're stuck here.
That's about sums it up. Yeah.
Bobby is just gonna pull. No, we didn't. No, Parker has it. Parker, darling. Do you maybe want to pull out that little our elder thing detector, just real quick? Just
I mean,
to
we do have a supervisor with us currently, so maybe later, since we have other things in the bag.
I can go.
Teddy's just angry. He's gonna go and just punch this manager guy again.
You can punch. He is going to try to dodge this time, but you can,
That's
you
fine.
can give me a punch.
That's fine. I am just.
He
it's
did
just,
not dodge the other times. I will.
He
say
doesn't
that
know
much.
what else to do with himself right now other
Okay.
than punch.
Yep. You're gonna punch him again. This time his jaw goes. Oh, and he's like, really? Puts it back.
Yeah, I just kind of like raise it. I don't think I saw what Teddy saw, so just look at him and just like, why are you punching the sussy manager guy? I mean, suspicious manager man.
Because he's awful. And I don't know what else to punch.
Right. I mean, we probably shouldn't be fighting amongst ourselves.
Parker, come here. I trust you know how to talk to people better than I know how to talk to people, because I'll talk to people with my fists.
Real quick question for the professor before I get pulled away.
Of course.
Get the shell out of here.
Oh, sorry, what was that?
How did you get the shell out of here?
I'll tell you that a bit later.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, steady.
This guy, he wants to be here. Why do you want to be here?
Ugh. Could have just asked questions. I mean, no need to get violent.
I absolutely choose violence in
I
situations
can
with
tell.
people who want to kill me.
I have no desire to kill you.
Or to use me for slave labor. I don't want that either.
I'm also not in that camp. That would be those fellows that are going to be coming here.
But
in a
you
few
work
minutes.
for those fellows.
Oh no, of course not.
Then why the fuck would you want to be here?
I have business here.
You're a fucking idiot. Parker, you're probably better at this than I am. I'm going to walk away before I kill him.
But before we,
Wise.
I have a
get this-
gun. I have a gun. I will absolutely blow his head off.
Teddy, I understand we're in a bad situation. However, he did just say that there are things coming, so perhaps we should leave this boat right now.
Okay.
If you could,
before we leave.
if you could grab food and as you go, that would really help.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
why don't
I
we
have my
stop it before we
backpack, so I'll
leave?
just like open up. Guys,
Mhm.
start filling this. Let's do it.
I will extend hand. I'm so sorry for him. He processes stress in a very
Yes,
specific way.
I can
I
tell.
kind of like
Oh, didn't seem
I-
like this on the island, but
I'm like brushing his shoulder. I'm like trying to straighten out his shirt. I'm just
Uh-huh.
like, okay,
Well-
I am looking for a hair. I'm looking for any kind of.
Oh, okay. Spot hidden check. Give me a spot hidden.
Teddy was absolutely good cop, bad copping this. That was the idea here.
You are able to get, a couple hairs, or brush it off the shoulder.
Hey, is there any chance a fellow like me could like buy into this? Like, between being the folks who need to do the work and the folks who are kind of like telling people to do the work, I'd rather be on the latter team.
Interesting. Well, I'm not really in charge here. My business is in this location, but not with these people. You understand?
Hey, I'm willing to start out with chores and work my way up. I'm just saying.
What is
Yes.
what's your profession again?
Oh, I am a broker of old and specific goods.
Interesting. That is a bit interesting. I could perhaps, I believe the modern terminology is hook you up.
I believe it is as well.
Right. You would be granted diplomatic immunity whilst here then. Would be a vessel. Well, a potential future vessel.
I see. Well, please keep me in mind. Keep me posted.
Yes.
But until then, I'll just do my best to not make waves.
That's probably for the best. The other things are a bit more violent than, well, my kind.
Right. Okay. Filing those are some very specific words. Gonna file those for later.
Yes, I don't think most of the people here are going to be making it out of this place, so I don't have as much of reason to be coy at this point. That's where I'm headed. He points to this tall, swirling tower that appears to be one of the first things that was cleared away from the rubble.
You walk up all those stairs.
It's ramps, actually.
Still have to walk up the entire way.
Yes.
I mean, we were coming down for hours, it seemed.
Yes, but the tower isn't that far. It is ramps because, well, the other things don't really do well with stairs. So it's I have a business to conclude, and perhaps we could get you initiated in some business.
Just keep me in mind. Are you sticking around, or is this going to be like another month from now when the next batch of people come by?
Oh no, I should be done with my business in a few days.
Few days. All right. Well, I guess I'll just
Then I'll be
hope
leaving.
for the best. I'll hope for the best then. I will shake their hand.
Yeah,
begrudgingly.
give me a persuasion or charm check. Just a cherry on the top.
Oh, did not go through.
Oh, extreme success. Delightful. You are a candidate to be a vessel.
Oh, extreme success.
Yes.
I don't
Very
know if I
nice.
like that.
I think it's great. I think you'd make a great candidate. for a
Aw,
vessel,
thanks, Lindy.
Parker. Yeah, I think you'd be a great candidate. You're very persuasive. And you see in the distance 3 shapes approaching, round barrel-ish bodies with star-shaped heads, tentacles and wings, feet that have 3, it's hard to call them toes, it's a 3-pronged appendage they kind of shuffle, glide along with. Marvin, you assume they're here for the sorting. You decide what everyone's occupations are gonna be while they're here. You guys call it the shipwreck area. You know that they refer to it as the human enrichment zone. They're gonna be fine. It's probably good a lot of these people are unconscious, though. Makes it a little easier.
How can they sort jobs if they're unconscious?
You're gonna find out.
I put Goop away. Just.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Goop, darling. I don't think you. I don't
I mean,
want them to know you're here.
they're gonna know.
Well, do you want to stay out then?
I mean, I don't like being in the dark.
Okay, all right, fine.
It's more lonely.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. All right, I'll keep you out.
Okay. I mean, they're probably not gonna give me a job because I'm just a little blob.
Right, you're just a little blob, so
Yep.
I just don't want them to take you away. That's my fault.
If they
so.
try, I'll talk them out of it.
Oh, okay, all right. That
I
sounds
can be
great.
pretty persuasive when I wanna be.
You can be very persuasive, darling.
And
I have reached the stage of kill everyone in the party if it will save Goop. I have reached that stage.
Yes, absolutely, 100% from day one.
Yeah.
And you see 3 elder things approach. They are tall, 8-9 feet tall. And telepathically, you all hear, newcomers, approach and be sorted. And they will wait a moment for a volunteer. Should no volunteers present themselves, they will start just
Bobby will
sorting.
go.
Okay. Bob and May,
Yes, ma'am.
I require a power check from you.
Do I want to fail this? Power. Failure. Doesn't matter.
Interesting. That's going to be very interesting. So, you walk forward, and an elder thing reaches out with a very fine, tendrilled tentacle. It's got very, very fine filament ends that places it on your forehead. And you feel your eyes roll back. Everyone sees your eyes roll back into your head, kind of go limp for a moment. Because you failed your power check, you can't conceal anything from these elder things.
Well,
They are
fuck,
going to
okay.
sift through your mind to see what task you would best be suited for. Isn't
There's
that
a lot
great?
in my mind.
There sure is, and they actually have to make a power check for you specifically to see through all the things in your mind.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I've got a lot of blocks and shit in my head.
Oh, they rolled really well. They beat the DC. Bob and May, you're gonna start remembering some stuff. I'm sorry.
Great. This is fantastic. I love this.
Bob and May, you see your life flash before your eyes. The time with you and your sister. Growing up, going to school, learning photography, becoming a photojournalist, joining Wintercroft Investigations, going to Spoon's Washington. There's a moment when you go to Spoons, Washington, and you feel annoyance before something in your mind cracks. And what you thought you remembered from Spoons, Washington, you realize wasn't the case. What you remembered was going there was some weird cocaine bear thing. It was rabid also. They shot it, hunted it. It was fine.
Totally normal.
You rescued the mascot. You know, it's fine. That's not what happened. That was a memory that was implanted at Spoon's Asylum after you had encountered the Pacific Northwest tree octopi and their victory against the Sasquatch of the area. The war, you found them. They were finishing their work to mind control the Sasquatch of the area, basically lobotomize to a certain extent. You found them. You used flash on your camera. That was your mistake. They caught you. They took you to the asylum, and you willingly submitted to having your memories rewritten because you feared what would happen if you did not comply. But you remember all of this now. Oh, you remember all of it now, and I need you to make me another sanity check.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's a failure. A really bad one.
You only lose one sanity, you lucky duck.
Okay, I'll take it.
Look, Lindy, we need a word here about sanity loss between the two groups. Because we got railed.
You did.
Okay.
I felt so bad.
Every time losing in tiny increments.
This is what I was saying earlier.
This group, every time I'm like, time to roll a d12, 2, 1, 3. Y'all, I was like, I gotta roll d6, 6, 5, 6, and I was like, fuck. Yeah, the dice are going easy on the newbies, Tom. That's all it is. They're going a little easier on the newbies. But Bobby May, you remember everything now, and you are shaken. Oh, also manual labor.
Great.
Yeah, that is your assignment. It is branded in your mind. Your task is to join the manual labor force, and the tendrils recede from your forehead, and you remember everything.
Bobby sits down and just doesn't say a word. Just sits down, totally silent. Just goop to the chest.
Oh, bad.
The professor will kind of kneel just before her, have a look, and just to make sure that she's okay, because he knows.
Fine.
He knows.
I'm just remembering things that I didn't know I remembered. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Next.
I'm fine.
Parker will step up.
Parker, my man.
He will
step up.
deliberately leave his pack near the others.
Sure. You feel the
Power check,
tendrils on your head. Eyes roll back. Bobby May, now you see what it looked like when you went through it. It's a little weird. Completely slack, but standing upright. Just completely relaxed. And I need you to make me a power check, Parker. Oh, you also are unable to conceal anything from these elder things. Unless you want to push it. Good try to push.
I need to get a 33 or less if I
Oh, to push, you need to get a 40. Or
40
less.
or less. That's not terrible.
It's just worse if you fail.
If I don't push it, will they know about the C4 and everything like that?
Oh, yeah.
Do they already know that because they saw through Bobby May?
You figure they might.
You know what? I'm gonna...
You're not entirely sure. Bobby May didn't say what exactly the process was, so...
That's true. Parker would probably fight it more because he knows how important the stuff he's carrying is, which might be more prominent in his mind. So I will push.
Push it. Push it real good. Hey! What do you wish to keep hidden from the elder things? What memory or what thing do you want to keep hidden?
This is a process to like figure out where I best fit, right?
Yes, this is. They are sorting through your memories. Just to evaluate you all, learn what you know. This is also them learning about the modern state of the world and all sorts of things. Okay. What human society is like, and also where you'd best be suited for these labor camps.
Am I allowed one thing to hide, or can I choose a few? You
can pick. If it's an ability, it would hide more than one memory, obviously. Like, if you're like, I want to hide that I'm good at tinkering, like, it would hide everything applicable to that. But you can't be like, I want to hide my 7th birthday, and the time I fell off my bike, and gotcha. That I've got gum in my pocket.
I would like to hide my duplicity in becoming a vessel. I want them to believe that
yes, you can hide that.
On board with joining their side.
You can 100. That can be the thing you hide. Yes. But you see the rest of your life flash before your eyes, almost like a near-death experience, but not as near-deathy. It's a weird sensation. It's almost like someone is turning the pages of the book that is your mind. And I need you to make me a sanity check. Yours isn't as dire as Bobby May's because you only lose 1 point of sanity as you're getting your mind sifted through. But you only lose 1. And get an evaluation, and they're going. And it takes a moment because you do have a quite a good array of skills, and there's a pause. For you hear like a buzzing as if they're talking amongst themselves, like relaying information. There's a discussion being had over you.
While they're having a discussion, can I secretly record that so I can try to refine that sound a bit? I really want to know what they're saying.
Sure, you can do that. I won't even make you roll a sleight of hand check because they are deep in discussion. And they will say, Lava forges the device. You work on the device.
Oh.
I step back.
Next.
Teddy will go. He'll play possum for now.
Sure. You get those tendrils on your forehead and make me that power check. Power check. Ba-na-ba-na.
He hates this so much right now. Mm-hmm. Oh, he's seething. 22.
That is a successful power check. What would you like to hide from the elder things?
That he has weapons.
That you have weapons. Okay, you are able to hide that where your weapons are at this moment. That you have them.
A machete. Yeah. I have flares. I have gun. Yeah.
They are unaware that you are aware of your weapons.
Okay.
And but they sift through your memories. The rest of your life, you see all of your wins and losses in the ring. You see your time in Miami with the weird robot incident, but also that hot Russian lady and working for Wintercroft, and a whole bunch of both good and bad things are played in front of you. And I made the follow-up sanity check for seeing all this. Getting your mind thumbed through like an encyclopedia. 1 sanity, that's all you lose. And then manual labor. Next.
I have a question.
Sure.
Again, sorry. I've been watching those creatures. These creatures, right?
Yes.
Is any part of them what do they look like they could technically like heat themselves up magnetically or something to make those lacerations on the ship? I still don't know what exactly made that, so I'm like,
yeah, you're looking at them.
Like
there is a set of tentacles. None of them are really rigid, but one of them, when they were having the discussion, like they communicate with a mixture of weird high-pitched signals and body language. You notice one of the tentacles went like really rigid sharp for a half second. If that thing moved fast enough, that might be able to do it.
So
it's just
it looks
that
like
sharp.
It's that.
It doesn't need to be heated. It doesn't need to vibrate. It's just that if it moved fast enough, it's that sharp.
Yeah, I think keeping that in mind, I'll just go up next because I'm like, what if they just turn you into like sashimi for not going?
Sashimi, sure.
Yeah, I'll go after
Power
Teddy.
check. Ma-na-na-na.
Let's do this. Hey!
What would you like to keep concealed from the Elder Things?
Probably...
Everybody but me.
Yes, Bobby May. Everybody but
Notice
you.
this. Notice this. Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know. I kind of want to hide the fact that I can do, like, more tech-related stuff.
You do? I'm just asking.
They might put you with the tech stuff if they know you can work with tech, though.
I could sabotage their tech. That is true.
Mm-hmm.
What is a good thing to hide that I know that, strategically speaking, what am I... Oh, the magic!
You can
And I
hide
should
that.
probably...
Yes. You can
I could
conceal.
probably hide
your-
what I've learned, the weird shit.
You can conceal your occult knowledge.
Yes, and instead, I think I'm also gonna try and experiment while they're trying to suck through my
Sure.
brain.
Sure.
You know how some people play music during brain surgery?
Yes.
So what she's gonna do is she's just gonna go full blast on one of the most difficult technical pieces in her entire brain and
Mhm.
try to play through it and see what that does to them.
Give me another power check to try to do
I'm
that.
curious. Sorry, I just really want to know.
You need a hard success.
Dang.
No.
But whatever.
You try, but again, they're sucking through your brain like a Dyson. Like they are just. It is intense. You're only gonna lose one sanity, and you're able to keep things hidden, but you can't do. It takes too much to do more than that.
Okay.
And you're able to conceal your knowledge of the occult and magic. Clever girl. And you are assigned the device. The lava forges.
I'm just gonna nod, like, I'm obedient. Kind of look at them, like, oh, I wonder. And we'll
Next.
go next, Parker.
And the only person standing still left to go is the manager. So Kenneth Boyles will step up, and before they do the tentacle thingy to his forehead, he says something in a language none of y'all have ever heard before. Yes,
Still
Irina.
have had this. Could I still have recorded this?
Yes, you can keep your tape recorder going.
Yes. Sorry.
Keep your tape recorder going. He speaks in a language none of y'all have ever heard before. It is shrill, there's clicks, there's whistles, there are pitches that don't sound entirely human. But he's making, like, there is effort going on, like, maybe it is able to be made by a human, but it's not comfortable. And the Elder Things actually straighten up a bit. You hear that buzzing again. And they seem to have a discussion. There are clicks and whistles back. And one of them walks towards the spiral tower with Kenneth Boyles. Very politely.
Is the other one just kind of watching us to leave? Or?
The other two are still here, and they're ready to perform assessments on the rest of the crew. One will stand there, and the other will go onto the ship and just start touching the foreheads of all the unconscious people.
I want to shoot him so bad. I know it's a terrible idea, but I want to do it so bad.
Did we already gather alcohol, food, and all that? If so,
My
we might wanna
backpack's
leave.
heavy.
You've gathered some, yeah. You've gathered some, and whatever's not here to be gathered, they're not going to take it. You can come back
Oh,
later
that's
for
true.
it.
Yeah.
We'll have no interest in it.
The professor. Him and Disco can probably get the rest of the food and share it.
What do they
Yes.
eat, though?
Bobby May. That's a great question, isn't it?
I'm gonna hand Goop to the professor. Can
Hi.
you mind just holding him or
Bobby
them
May,
for a second?
Are you okay? Don't do anything bad.
I'm not. I promise.
Do you
I'm
need
not.
a hug?
No, that would be fantastic, but just give me a second, darling. I'm gonna pull out my camera, turn the flash off,
Okay, yes.
and I'm gonna take some pictures of these things as clear
Sure.
and as like
Give me a
good-
photography check.
Yeah.
It is dim lighting in here.
Oh, extreme
You've
success.
got great pictures. I'm sure this will be fine later.
This will be totally fine. And then I'm just gonna put my camera back, just very slow moving, and then I'm just gonna hold my hands out.
You
for
see
goop.
people on the boat getting their minds read and labeled. They're getting totally sorted. Yep.
And
If
then
you'd
I'm
like
just
to,
gonna.
if you'd like to follow me, I'll take you to the place where you'll be sleeping.
Perfect.
That would be nice.
Disco, if you want, you might want to start starting some meals. I'll join you shortly so that they can have.
Yeah, and he'll start. He's pureeing some snail right now, which again is not cooked because they can survive temperatures up to 700 Fahrenheit, 275 Celsius. So it's hard to cook them. You don't get them cooked often. Occasionally, you'll get a batch of cooked snails from the lava forge, but usually they're raw and like pureed to help with the texture. Yep.
With a hint of seaweed.
Seaweed saves the day, truly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Professor, how is lava forges as an assignment?
It is hot.
Makes sense.
And in there, how do I put this? This place, it takes things from you, both physically and mentally. It is exhausting. You don't rest. You just, even when you're asleep, you don't recover. And wherever you are, it's the same. Lava forges is the, suppose you could say, the most technical. It's not easy. You are basically taking these snails and smelting them down for the iron ore to be used on. And he points to the big device that it's very hard, hot, dirty work.
Yeah.
Oh. I think Irina just looking at us like, okay. So you smelt it, and then she just looks at Parker. It's like, are you thinking what I'm thinking? It's like they're walking away.
Gonna have to be careful. We got one shot, and I really want an escape route before we try anything.
Yes, but if we
Wait,
smelt wrong,
the sub is behind the lava, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, how are we gonna lift a sub? Maybe there's a water thing. I don't know. Also, guys, just FYI, if we could leave in the next few days, because I think I may have volunteered to be something called a vessel, and I don't like the sound of that.
Excuse me, what?
What?
I'm assuming we've made enough distance.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you assume you're out of earshot. You
So-
couldn't really see ears. But,
Teddy, sorry to be the nice to the guy that you really hate, but I did get, and he pulls out a few of the hairs he collected from that person. Perhaps we could use this for the love potion. He seems to be treated with respect here. I don't know if it'll even work. But I was just trying to find an in. I was just trying to talk myself up, and if they gave me, I don't know, a modicum of trust or responsibility, maybe we can work that to an advantage. But then he started saying some really scary things about about vessels and
like a human
candidates.
vessel for a spirit.
That sounds like taking your body and using it as it will.
a human vessel for something. I don't know, but I don't want to stick around and find out. But so anyway, I think he thinks we're cool, and he thinks I'm a rat that'll betray you all for a chance to survive. We'll see what happens in the moment. I'm pretty sure I'm not that kind of guy. But yeah, so
Excuse me.
I-
Oh, wait.
I wouldn't hold it against you if you were.
There's a
She
reason
just
I
passed his
punched-
shoulder.
His face off,
I
and I was
know.
about to.
I know, Teddy. I'm just we have different ways of tackling a problem. I honestly I kind of wish I could do yours, but I can't, so I just got to do it my own way. But yeah, so I'm on a clock a little
Yeah,
bit
I don't
here.
know if your way necessarily worked best in this situation.
I don't know either. Honestly, I'm kind of regretting it. But
I'm sorry I called you over to help me. I was going for the good cop, bad cop thing, and you're a good cop.
no, we
I have
learned
turned you into a
something,
monster.
and we learned something, and we have maybe a Hail Mary here. I don't even know if this will work on him based
No,
on
that's
what we
a very
got.
good
but
question. Can a monster love?
That seems like too complicated of a question to be pondering right now. The whole philosophy behind that is too much for my brain.
Well, we have the hair, we have the potion. That's what I'm saying.
We have the doll because they would have to drink the potion.
Candle, yeah.
Yeah, you know Wintercroft, right? Yes, Professor.
You've heard
I
of
have
it?
no idea what
It's
you're
like an
talking about.
investigative agency in New York, but that's all you know about it.
What kind of rescue party brings a doll, get some hair and a love potion?
We didn't
Yes.
bring it. We were given it as backup
care
supply,
package.
and we're trying to make the best of it.
Oh,
This is so incredibly complicated.
Oh, but Professor, you're a professor, right? You know like stuff like math and shit like that, right?
I mean, I'm a geologist, anthropologist, and an archaeologist. If that
Archaeology,
helps.
that might be applicable here. We
Right.
Are we telling him what we have?
Why don't you come here, get yourself settled,
Okay.
and we'll out of earshot, and he'll lead them to this it's kind of this fishing boat. It's like a trawler boat, and inside you can see where it's been split open, and inside you have some cots. Like there's absolutely been taken out of another boat and just popped in here, and they're not particularly nice. There's probably a few soggy mattresses, or like some dirty thing, but it's at least it's not sitting on the floor, and it's got a constant smell of fish in it. You're essentially in the hold of a trawler ship. It's not great. And he leads you in, and he just kind of inside will have like a bowl of this goop in, which is what will be the snail and the seaweed. And he sits down and tries to take a bite and chew for quite some time, and swallow, and then just put it to one side. Okay.
Can I grab him like a bag of chips from the stash that we took?
You
and just
most
hand it to him?
certainly
Yeah.
can.
Here you go, real food.
Oh. That is the greatest crisp I have ever tasted in my life.
Oh, you say crisp. She's like giggling to herself like she's being an American right now.
Yes.
Right.
No-
Yes,
not-
you're right. I should have known. I've been in Boston long enough. Right. I better save these for the others as well, if you don't mind. I mean, of course, the others would want
I
it.
guess it depends. Not to be that guy, but what we got here is a lot of social currency
I mean,
to
it
get-
is.
to get information or to get people to do some stuff they might not be wild about doing.
It is, but I wouldn't use that as leverage, because there's a lot of people here who haven't got anything to lose, and they will not hesitate to take if you start hoarding. The only reason people haven't killed each other is because everything is shared equally.
I guess that's
Kind of
fair.
ironic,
And the elder
really, when you
things
think
don't
about
like
it.
a lot of violence because it's reduction in workforce quality.
Maybe we
So,
just pack a small stowaway for ourselves and share everything else.
So,
Pat my
I should-
backpack.
I should tell you, so before myself came with my colleagues, Gabriel did tell us of about a rebellion that they tried to do. Didn't last very long, and it was brutally and swiftly ended.
Were
So-
they cauterized as they were cut in half? She's like, I'm sorry, that was not very appropriate.
I don't know what they specifically did, but the message was, yeah.
Do you know why it fell apart?
The rebellion?
Yes.
Because they are very, I don't know, big,
Shoggoths.
strong, and they've got Shoggoths.
And
And
those
I-
tentacles, those are the ones that can cut through the metal like
Right.
it's nothing.
But
That too.
are all of them working down here together peacefully?
All of the, we've seen them communicate, but they
Oh,
pretty much
yes.
ignore us unless we don't work.
Okay.
They have an
Yep.
interesting information language system, by the way. She just plays her recording very quietly. Interesting, isn't it?
Something.
And
Oh,
you
then
never
are you a
she'll
know.
close it.
Are you a linguist?
No, I like sounds, I guess, and how it works and the emotions it conveys, and also pitches and frequencies.
But okay, maybe I did this the wrong way. Maybe you should. Maybe I should introduce myself and well, you already know who I am. But I don't.
We
know
listen to
who-
your voice recordings.
Oh, okay.
My name is
Good.
Irina Zhao. She just holds out a hand. I probably should have done that.
He shakes
Forgot
it. And
civility. It's, I mean,
pleasure,
tentacle
pleasure
monsters.
to meet you. Anyone else?
Teddy Gilbert.
Pleasure to meet you.
Sorry for my outburst back there. And
Oh,
rubs the blood off his knuckles.
considering the situation, I think you did all right. You too. I mean, you don't need to tell me if you don't want to. Fine.
Bobby's actually not in this boat yet.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh,
So-
sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. She is outside, and she's just kind of like incessantly pacing. Back and forth. The
So you
entrance.
can hear at the because you're at the entrance. Yeah.
Yeah, and like you see her past the entrance, like back, and she's just she just that. Ow, fuck! I'm sorry. I hit my kney.
Oh, okay.
I
it wasn't a
trying to
cat.
shift.
I thought it was
No,
a cat.
it was all me. Ow. But yeah, that's Bobby's just outside pacing with Goop in her.
So every time
arms.
Bobby passes the door, you hear,
Her name is Bobby Dean.
Right.
And I'm Parker. Bobby, you okay?
Yeah, fine. Just fine.
You need a hug?
Not right now. I just need to move.
Okay.
Is she talking
Thank
to the
you.
goop thing again?
I believe so. The goop. Yeah.
So you
goop
can hear
asked
it
if
too.
she required a hug. Yes, I can hear the goop.
Okay.
Interesting.
Oh, sorry. Main problem. Sorry, I'm very. We trust him, right? We're telling him everything.
Well, might as well. We are supposed to be rescuing them.
We have
Just look
C4.
at Teddy.
Fuck it. What do we got to lose?
We have C4 with us.
Oh.
We were sent. We told our organization specifically the possibility of them building something like this, and with our resupply. Wait, did we not tell them? I thought we did.
you did.
We did. We told
On
them.
that
They literally
note,
save the
I
world,
would
guys.
like you two, the
Yeah,
people who've
we'll
been
kill
assigned the
everybody to save
device,
the world.
to roll me a mechanical or electrical engineering or repair, mechanical or electrical repair check, please.
Wow.
Oh,
Oh my
my
God.
gosh! All right, Parker. This is all a bit much. You're not thinking about exactly what the device is. Irina, this is
Should've
when I
gave
get
that
to
me,
tell
Parker.
you. This is when I get to tell you some stuff about the device from what you've
Oh my God, I'm
gleaned
so
from
excited.
looking at it. I know. Now you get to see how close one of your crackpot theories was, and I had to not make a face when you said it. So, this device is very tall. It's like multiple stories tall. Huge. But it very closely resembles an MRI machine. You had a theory several episodes ago that what if we're all in a giant MRI machine, and I had to be like, that's not it, but it's so fucking close, and I had to like keep a cool face. But you're not all in a giant MRI machine. However, there is a giant MRI machine with transmitting capabilities. So an MRI machine scans something, makes an image. This, you imagine, would continually scan something, creating an image, and broadcasting it. This sucker could probably reach deep space.
They're mapping the universe. Those genius flippers.
They could possibly use it for that purpose.
Or-
However, MRI machines read what's inside of it. You imagine, you've seen Star Wars. You've seen holograms transmitting sound and image across long distances. You imagine this is some type of as cheesy as it is to say it, hologram device, broadcasting machine. You imagine if someone was to stand inside and the machine were working, turned on, whatever they move, say, or do would be broadcast to the recipient, which could be as far as deep space.
All this just to send a live fax.
Yes. Yes.
I think Irina probably said that out loud as well.
Yeah, you're thinking,
you're
saying like about the machine. Yeah, this could reach, if Wintercroft's ideas are true, there are other elder things and they are in deep space. Because only some of them came to Earth to settle down. And the Earth ones have lost their abilities to fly in space. So you think they might be reaching out to their cousins to see what's up, maybe rebuild, reclaim, who knows?
And what were the side effects that would happen on the human body? Because, I mean, we already know, like us people, that MRI machines aren't the best for us.
Yeah, no,
which
they're
is why
not.
we take those sparingly.
Yes, well, that's why some of Ushuaia has magnetic radiation.
So basically, they would give us all cancer, is what I'm hearing.
Yes,
but they would be able to ask for help.
The professor would know that it's not complete, but it's close. If you've talked to people around, they've been testing this machine for a while. It aligns better with certain lunar cycles, you figure. They seem to test it around the full moon. They bring people to test it, and sometimes those people haven't come back. If it's anything like an MRI machine, they probably melted. Didn't do too well.
Yeah. Okay.
But if they're
like
close, that means they've worked out
deal.
a lot of the kinks. Okay. Yes. Seems like they've worked out most of the kinks at this point and are getting real close to getting it ready. And they look a lot more durable than humans. Just gonna put that out there right there. So if they can go swimming out in the depths of the ocean with the crushing pressure, and be fine, you imagine that they would be able to survive an episode. But it's just not ready yet.
Just not okay, so we'll not survive, but they will. Okay, that's fine.
Yes.
I can't wait for when the professor, the other professor with us, like
she's
our lovely when she wakes up, because she's probably gonna be assigned to the device as well.
Dr. Bronwyn is also taking a bit of a nap. She I will let you know her assignment is labor maintenance.
Oh, so making sure the meat bags don't die.
Yes.
Makes sense.
Yes, she's going to try to increase the y'all's life longevity. Yes. Because she's the first doctor to get pulled down here in quite some time. Medical doctor.
Excellent. Yeah, I think as Irina is like, so all this just for one life facts, and then just looks up is like, guys, I think I figured out what that thing is.
Yeah, with a crit success, you get all the knowledge.
Yeah, and then she's just very excited, like it's like, Bob and Meg, you really want to come in and hear this? I think it's all coming together.
Click, 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 click.
Go on.
Okay, so, I mean, she goes, peeks out the door. Bob and May?
I can hear you. I'm listening. I'm just gonna keep walking, though.
All right, okay. You do you. And then we'll close the door, and we'll be like, so, that is a giant hologram transmitter. Something that can probably get them to talk to, the ones who can fly out in outer space, because, they need help. They want to reconquer. They want to tell, I don't know, like, somebody or so and so I love you, who knows, but they're going to send a live image of themselves to the far reaches of space. As a consequence, of course, we're probably going to endure something similar to hamster in a microwave or radiation cancer when they finally build that thing, because it will be a giant MRI machine going outwards through our bodies.
Ew.
And considering what that looks like so far, they're nearly done.
You think they'll be able to broadcast on the next full moon in about a week, which is April 24th. This is the wee hours of Friday, April 13th. You're welcome. There you go. There's your timetable.
So yeah, she'd be like, this is probably when they'll be done. This is the day we're here. And because, I mean, we talked about the full moon cycles. That's when they're most active. That's going to be when it happens. So next full moon is when this signal possibly might cause cancer on everyone on Earth and send their little hologram home, is probably their hope.
I'm going to be honest. If that thing fires off and communicates to something in deep space, I think everyone getting massive radiation might be the least of our concerns.
As I said, it's either hamster in a microwave or cancer. You know, it's a sliding scale.
You are remarkably calm in this.
She just looks at him and is like, I'm kind of, she kind of considers that. I think
She's
I'm in
Russian.
shock. Oh, thanks, but
Can
that too.
we destroy with what we have? Did you notice any like structural weaknesses?
That one you would have to actually get closer to the machine. You're able to
Yeah.
figure out what it is from a distance, but to look for weaknesses, you actually have to get up there and look for weaknesses.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Teddy
Yeah, I'll have
would
to look at
want
it.
to do that because he actually has knowledge of machines and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll definitely need to go and have a look, get close to it, and maybe whoever's working there have already begun sabotaging it. Because I mean, think about it: we're extracting iron, we're building it. There might be certain imperfections, there might be certain structural weaknesses they'll already know that we can reinforce with C4. And we should probably lean it in a way that wouldn't destroy the submarine, which is our only chance of getting out. But by that, what's the maximum amount of people that can actually fit in that submarine, Professor? Because we're going to have to prioritize who's going to get to live. Yeah.
4 people can.
Okay.
And we have roughly how many people here, Lindy, in the whole thing?
Oh, a couple hundred. You make all the meals. You have a better idea. A couple hundred.
Oh, wait.
And there's a couple of hundred.
The staircase,
So,
or the ramp to the sky.
mm-hmm.
Apparently, that's a way out. From what I talked to the guy that Teddy beat the face off of.
Right.
Okay.
Spiral tower. Yeah, no one's been in the spiral tower that you know of, Professor. Oh, well, you haven't asked anybody about it, really. No one you've talked to has mentioned going inside of it. But
That
it is cleared.
That's what he said. He said he had business and he would be departing in a few days, and then he gestured to the spiral. So I'm assuming
Okay.
that's a way out.
I could safely assume that too, but that means we'd have to go against those weird star people. They look like.
I will
Hey.
say, Marvin, you've not seen any of them enter the tower.
Any of the star people?
Nope, none of the elder things have entered the
Has
tower.
anything come out of it?
Nope.
No one has gone in, no one has come out.
No, from what you know, there are, what you have been told, there are carvings on there of these weird triangle-shaped people.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
That's not at all disturbing.
I will relay that information.
Mm-hmm.
Let you
And-
guys know.
Okay. So if they don't, that might just be something for that specific manager man who spoke in weird tones, and I really wonder what his language was. She'll actually she'll like fast forward in her recording and just like play it against for people. Isn't that fascinating? He almost sounds like a high-pitched whale.
Mm-hmm.
See?
Pause.
Is there
Yeah, haven't heard
anything else you would like to ask me about this place, or any questions that you have that I might be able to answer?
How many are organizing the next quote-unquote revolt?
Oh, just me and my colleagues. Three
So
of us,
everyone else
about
here
4
has
of
had
us.
their spirits broken already.
Yes.
You did not have to put it so bluntly.
She just like looks at him and is like, what? It is what it is. We die when we must, and for now we have to succeed on our mission. She's like,
Is there a place where everyone gathers to eat, or does everyone just kind of do everything on their off time?
Oh, they gather in the quarters, and we do our best to hand it out. They come to us. There's too many to feed. They would come to what we call the kitchens, I suppose. It's really not. It's just a mess hall of an old trawler as best that we can do.
Might be worth it to try and lift everyone's spirits. Just break out what we got, make everyone feel like there's some hope left.
I would hesitate about that. If there's any hint whatsoever that you've got something better, they could
if they
store in the
think
kitchen.
military rations are better, then
No, I mean the stuff from the kitchen. Yeah, with the booze, the
they would
the
raid
food.
that.
You have enough to feed over a couple of hundred people.
Maybe not
No.
fairly, but we could just toss everything we got into the crowd.
That
want to
seems
riot,
like a
and
terrible
that's one way
idea.
to do it, I guess.
Guess that
I
wouldn't
would
work.
Also say the cruelest thing.
Assume that we are awful and we're going to do the most awful things when we're pushed to the limit.
I get that.
Note how I just beat that dude's ass.
I thought you were pretty restrained, actually.
Point taken.
I walked away.
I can work with people who want to be worked with. I can't. If people are just empty or dead inside, then there's nothing. Then they can't help, and I feel like we're going to need a lot of help while we're down here.
Well, obviously these things can read our minds, but how often do they do that?
Oh, barely any. I mean, as long as we're working, we don't.
So they just assign us our jobs, and as long as we do our jobs, to leave us alone?
Pretty much. Or as long as you don't go in any place you're not supposed to.
How much research have you done on the soapstones, Professor?
Not as much as I would like. I've essentially been in the kitchen for a week solid.
Oh, so she kind of just pokes out her head for Bobby May. Can we borrow your cipher, please, Bobby May?
Sure. Do you want the stones too?
Sure. I'm just trying to figure it out. Which race is using the language here?
I think it's the Elder Things.
Thanks. She'll just take it.
Hand it over. And then I'm gonna go away. I just want to move away from the door some.
That's totally fine. Yeah. You can go. That sounds great, Bobby May. You do that.
I'm not going to let Bobby May walk away by herself.
She's not going far. She's literally just going.
Okay. If you leave eye line, you're like a child to Teddy at this point.
Yeah. So like she's been like slowly pacing back and forth in front of like the door frame. There might be like 10 minutes or so where she just doesn't show up in the door frame and then comes back. And starts pacing again.
You see Teddy walk to the door frame periodically then. Because Teddy is watching you. Because you, of all the people, seem the craziest of us all.
Okay, that's
and
fine.
Teddy's a little worried about that.
Yeah, Bobby May, what you doing?
Yeah, so...
She gets a goop.
So Bobby, she's gonna do like a pass in front of the door, then she's gonna like walk away a little bit. And in those moments where she is alone,
are we sneaking around?
No, not really, Goop.
Okay.
I had a question.
Okay.
Does Gracie May happen to be here?
Yeah.
Can you see her?
Yep, she's right there.
Point me in the direction.
She's just like right over your left shoulder.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna turn and I'm gonna face Gracie. The ghost of Gracie May, essentially. Whereabouts is like her face?
Look a little lower down.
Little low,
right there.
Right here?
That's right there. That's
Okay,
it. Yep.
Perfect. Okay, thank you, Goop. And then Bobby is going to, shit. Okay. Bobby's not. She's a little phased right now with her memories being like fractured.
You remember
like
everything now.
Everything. Yeah. So
everything. Including some of your nightmare stuff that you couldn't remember before because yeah, everything. You remember everything now.
Everything, yeah. I certainly hope that you're happy, Gracie May. How fucking ironic is it that I'm down here under the water? Yeah, right where I fucking put you. And then I think Bobby just kind of stares and just disassociates for a while at where Goop said her sister is. So
sure.
And then next time Teddy comes out, she'll just walk back over.
Yeah. She's staring at like just into nothingness for a moment, Teddy, and then she like, sees you in like peripheral and walks over.
Teddy just says, I'm worried about you.
Yeah, I'm worried about me too. So, you just kind of like glances in, sees the three of them talk. Can you come out here for like a minute, please? So, and she'll like step away from the door. Hopefully with Teddy in tow.
Yeah, Teddy follows because Teddy is legitimately worried.
Yeah,
that Bobby May might be losing her grip on reality right now.
a little bit.
Funny you mention that.
I'm talking to a fucking ghost. So remember how you told me you were afraid of birds, right?
Yes.
And like you were having like dreams and stuff like that.
The bird shot me.
Yeah,
Birds had
the
guns.
birds had guns. Sounds terrifying. You know how like I have dreams, but I told you how like I can't remember some of those. Like I can remember now.
Not a good thing or a bad thing.
That's not so okay. It's not just the dreams that I remember now. Whatever that thing did to my forehead. Remember how I went to Spoons?
Yes, you told me about Spoons, yeah.
It wasn't a cocaine bear.
Okay, so what?
Yeah.
Wintercroft sent you to Spoons.
Wintercroft sent me to Spoons. My memory of my original memory of Spoons was that it was a cocaine bear, mauled a bunch of people. The local police took it down, killed it. Totally fine. Normal.
I mean, weird, but within the realms of normal compared to what we've seen now. Yep.
Well, darling, that was not the case apparently. So what happened was me.
No story
myself,
sounds good that after that what had happened was.
No. I, being the photojournalist that I am, went out by myself at night into the middle of the, Pacific Northwest forest, and I found a den of lobotomized Sasquatch that were being controlled by the Pacific Northwest tree octopi. They had recently won their war against the Sasquatch population. My dumbass left my fucking flash on, and they caught me, and they took me to the fucking insane asylum and wiped my brain and put all these locks in there, and that's why I can't remember half the shit that I remember now. So apparently I would take the cocaine bear any fucking day. So I'm a little unhinged right now and unsettled by what my brain apparently has been keeping from me. I am not happy. That's what I'm going through at the moment. So just thought you should be aware.
Teddy's face goes through all of the emotions of like, this shit sounds absolutely insane. But also, I am in an underwater bubble thing that I got brought into with some eyeball monster with tentacles that are using people for labor to build a giant holographic MRI machine. Maybe this isn't all that crazy in comparison. So it's like it is going through all the stages of grief at the same time, essentially. And then just being like, I hope you don't take this personally, Bobby May, but this is kind of why I've been keeping an eye on you.
I don't blame you. Oh, and another thing. Goop apparently happens to be seeing the ghost of my dead sister, so there's that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Just another stick on the pile,
All right. Well,
another bun in the basket. Crazy.
I'm not sure we're not gonna die here.
Oh,
I'm gonna just keep that straight up 100% with you. But if we do die here, we're gonna blow up that big motherfucking thing out there. That's my goal.
Blowing shit up sounds fantastic. So
All
sorry. Right. I didn't mean to dump all of that on you. It's just a lot in the last like 10 minutes that just kind of popped in there. So yeah.
That's fine. I mean, if we gonna spill secrets, I got a lightweight crush on Irina, and we just gonna leave it at that.
You what? Hold on. Well, I mean, the world's gonna end, so you might as well do something about it.
No. I think she thinks that I'm fucking terrifying.
Teddy, honey, you are not terrifying in the slightest. I've seen terrifying, and you are not it.
I just beat somebody's ass for saying some weird shit, and this is the second person's ass I beat.
That's all you did.
Face.
Well, yeah, and apparently that was nothing to him. So it's
Yeah,
just
because
showing.
he's fucking nuts.
Listen, it's just showing, your little Russian cutie that you can take care of her. That's all you're doing. Come
Bobby
on,
May.
the world's gonna end. Do something about it. Listen, if you don't, I'll do something about it for you, and you won't like it.
Don't do.
We are going
Listen,
to die.
we got a doctor that we could get some more, or a professor that we can get some more information out of. That
don't mean nothing.
Who we should be talking
You have a
to
crush
right
on Irina.
now.
That is way
I'm
more important.
walking away.
Teddy, don't
I
discount me. I'm telling you, if you
I
listen,
said
if
this
you
in
don't-
confidence.
I won't say nothing for the moment. You have a week apparently till the world ends. So I'll give you 5 days, and then if by day 6 you don't, I'm doing something for you. 5 days. That's your deadline.
This is why I can't be telling to people my secrets.
This is why I'm fabulous. Because
You see your dead, your oil slick in a bottle sees your dead sister.
Yes, and
you done got your mind
I
right.
ship it.
See, thank you. Goop ships it. Goop agrees. Goop agrees.
What does ship it mean?
I don't know, but I love it, and I agree with it. We're in a shipyard. That's what it means.
Yeah, like the love
It's a
boat.
boat of love. Yeah, thank you. It's a love boat. I'm here for this love boat. You got 5 days.
Let's go.
That's the most important deadline. 5 days. And Bobby's like totally fine now.
Love fixes it.
So while crushes
tea,
are being revealed outside, inside it's Parker, Irina, and the professor. Irina, you've gotten the Elder Cipher.
Mm-hmm.
The few pages that you have of it.
Yes, I pass along the ciphers to the professor along with the soapstones.
Mm-hmm. You've a couple of them on you. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Bobby May says that these should be the Elder Things language. Written at least. Have you seen something similar to this? And she will play the buzzes back. And actually, I'm gonna look at the soapstones and the buzzes. Do they make any sounds according to certain words?
So the soapstone has concentric dot patterns. It's hard to correlate any buzzes to random dot clusters.
No, but those dot clusters, when you hit them with one of my tuning forks, they come at different frequencies.
They do not seem to be. It seems to be the frequency differences is only how much stone has been removed to make the dots.
Oh, okay, interesting. But I would still give it to him and be like, have you maybe perhaps started getting some sort of correlation between their language and the meaning behind it? You've been listening to them, right? Like,
I mean, I have, yes, but if
You
I
have
maybe
seen
had my notes,
some of these dot clusters, these little dots, patterns of dots on broken pieces of stone thereabouts. Part of the countertop that is, outside of the ship. That's not its ship itself. It's like some rubble left over from the city has been propped up like a crude stone table. Has some of these dots on it.
So it's really thing that whoever lived in this city shared the same language of these. So
Yes, these do seem to be, and you know that Tanner and Wash would have told you, there's these weird dot patterns all over a lot of stuff that they're clearing, yeah.
I mean, it is the language that the people who lived here used, but for me to try and understand this, it could take years. I mean, and I have no notes. I don't have any of my notes. Oh my god, my notes are still in my room, and they're just going to go to waste. All of the research that I've done.
we sent them via fax. You're fine.
We broke into your room.
Yeah, we did.
Wait, what?
We had to investigate your disappearance somehow. We work for Wintercroft. It's an investigative agency.
Did I do that thing he wanted me to do?
Send it to a sister. I thought you did.
I thought I did too. It was a dead man's wish. I think I would have.
Yeah, you picked it up. You found it. You got it.
Did we send it off? So that's the real question.
I thought I made a point to, be
I
a bit
think
of
so too. I think you did
penchant-
send
I have
it
a penchant
off.
for
Yeah.
mementos and personal
Yeah, I
items.
mean, you did have that like super cute moment. You were like, "Well, you know, I've never been in love before. It'd be nice." And we all were like, "We should
Yeah.
probably like do our last little tidbits before we die." So,
How true we were. Speaking of love, I'm rereading the instructions in the Love Voodoo doll.
The love
Nice.
candle?
Yes, the love candle.
Yes, the love
the doll.
candle. The love candle is a little folk thing where you can, make stuff up. All right, where are my? I need pull up those notes. That's the one document I didn't open. Call of Cthulhu Ash Spells. Yes, that is it. You. Okay, come and see me. Folk magic. You incite a feeling of love in the target of the spell. The spell requires the construction of a white, anthropomorphic candle containing fine olive oil and elements taken from the target. A lock of it, the target's hair, a fragment of their clothing, fingernail clippings, etc. Candle is lighted and the incantation spoken. Therefore, for 1 week, whenever the caster meets the target, an opposed power roll is made. If the caster succeeds, they temporarily gain plus 20 appearance and a bonus to all charm, fast talk, persuade rolls when interacting with the target. The first time the caster wins such an opposed roll, the target loses 1d4 sanity points. If the target wins the opposed power roll, the spell has no further effect.
I mean, it only works if I meet them again.
You are a
think it's good-
candidate.
Yeah. I don't know if
It
I want
lasts
to be
for a
one,
week.
though. I don't know if I want this.
I think
But
it'd be
it's-
exciting.
It does sound kind of useful, though. I'm going to start
Yeah.
setting up the candle for specifically that one guy while asking the professor, have you seen that kind of interaction happen before with the elder things and someone who looks human? I'm assuming is human. Who
Oh, no, not at all.
they
No.
seem to treat them with respect almost.
So it would seem you know that person more than I.
Yeah, I guess I just didn't know if you saw anything else like that since you've been down here longer.
No, I'm afraid not.
you know, if you want to talk to him again, she just looks at Parker. We have enough of these words to make rudimentary sentences on dots.
You do. You could
We
actually,
could-
if you made a flashcards, you could like flashcard put together rudimentary
We could-
sentences.
Possibly, if you want, we can make them before we go to work. To if we know how to talk to one of their new overlords, to say you want to talk to that guy, and then they could sucker your brain and talk to you telepathically.
I hid the thought that I want to be on board once. I don't know if I can get away with it a second time.
Right.
Uh.
Then flashcards. Best way to be like, bring me to manager man.
Yeah, no, that might not be a bad idea. Gosh, I thought I would learn a new language for love. I just didn't think it'd be like this.
Learning a new language to get someone to love you is admirable.
No, it's like not to get them to love me. It's just communication.
That's
I
what
mean-
Teddy and Bobby may hear as you re-enter the room. Learning a new language for love is admirable. Carry on.
Yeah.
I bet Teddy could teach us Spanish, Irina.
I would like that. If we do live, that would be very helpful. I've never realized how little I struggled with it. She just sighs. And then she just turns back and looks at her husband. And what about the Shoggoths? What have you learned about the Shoggoths? They seem to be
Oh.
subservient to the
They are. That is the other issue. I mean, it's all well and good that you get the submarine and go, but they're gonna follow. So that's the other issue you have to deal with.
she kind of looks at the others. Shoggoths like being high. Do you think we could bribe them?
Do we have enough ayahuasca to get all the
Wait,
Shoggoths
how
high?
do we know Shoggoths like to be high?
Right? How do you know
Irina
that,
just
Irina?
smiles a bit like guiltily. I was trying to save the engine room, and I don't know how I knew this, but the engine room is waterproof. I took the punch of the ayahuasca, and I might have water canned its eyes. It was interested, and it took The rest.
How
was
do you know
ayahuasca.
what interested looks like from a thing of goop and eyes?
Just got those
Well,
vibes.
Surprised. You'd
The
be
tentacle
surprised
went
what you
towards
can see.
me. I threw
the
the thing
eyes.
away. It went for the other thing, and then it kind of like bathed itself in the ayahuasca. So,
Bobby May.
Yes, darling.
Since Teddy can't hear me, can you tell him a pickup line? I think I can help him out. I've got a good pickup line. He can
Yeah,
use.
what is it? I can share.
I overheard this one day. You sure have a lot of beautiful curves, but your smile is my absolute favorite.
oh,
That's sweet. That's very sweet.
Teddy is absolutely not using that.
That is
Beautiful.
Teddy or Goop. I will tell Teddy the moment I'm able to.
Okay, I'll think of some more while I wait.
Perfect. Thank you, darling. And I said it quietly, so like
Yeah.
nobody
So it's
can-
not disruptive.
I know the professor can hear Goop, but like nobody else can hear what Goop's saying. So
Professor House,
Yes.
can you corroborate this thing with the Shoggoths likened to be high? Have you seen them taking drugs of any sort, or?
Oh, absolutely. They hang around a tree and smoke weed all day. I have no idea.
I mean, I
I'm
had
afraid
to
not.
ask.
No. So, how we attempted.
Also, I don't know how they would ingest things. I'm so confused by
it,
this whole
it
situation.
bathed like an octopus. So I imagine through its skin.
Possibly.
That's
How-
skin.
Do they have skin? Yeah, that's a great question.
The shadows that make up its skin. Also, I poured it mostly over the eyes. Maybe the eyes absorb them better. I don't know. It liked it.
Right. I will say that the Shaggoth, they do seem to enjoy energy. Unless you give them a bit more. When we were in the sub and it was trying to take us, we tried to shock the thing off it. It did not like it, and it almost crushed the sub. So yeah.
Glad I didn't
So-
go with the other idea.
Giving it energy is a bad idea?
I mean, it didn't like it. It's almost like we were fighting it, and it was trying to stop us from doing it. We didn't have the energy to do that.
That's something to take note of.
Mm-hmm.
At this time, you hear on the door. You know this sound, Marvin? It is Disco with his big ladle, just rap on the door.
Okay, yes, I'll be right there, Disco. Is there anything at all you need to ask me? Because
Marvin, is that you? You hear from the other side of the door, and you recognize this voice. Marvin, it is Dr. Renee Nelson.
Dr. Nelson, what?
At the door.
Why are you here?
And she goes, she seems to have come off of her high at this point.
Yeah, I just give her a wave, and I just very quietly hand her a
goodness,
like a bottle of water. Here.
Yes, thank you. Doctor, am I still high? Where are we? And, what? It's so good to see you're not dead. That is amazing.
No.
Wow.
Yes.
I need to sit down. And
Yeah,
she's just
take
gonna
a seat.
Yeah, just take a seat.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll fill you in very, very shortly.
She came to the party. with
Yes,
us.
Disco, yes. Yeah, I will be right there.
It seems like he brought her here, and also as like a reminder.
Yes, I've got so much work to do. And more mouths to feed.
I've been put on. I feel like I have this duty to cook things.
Oh, you're joining. You're on. Oh, you're with me. Oh,
Oh, are you?
At least I'll-
You're with
Disco.
Disco?
Yes.
Is that
Disco.
really his name?
I
Or is
mean,
that just
he's
on the
he's
shirt.
okay.
Is that okay? Does he ever talk?
no,
Okay.
he
That's-
doesn't.
Okay.
It's been very lonely week.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
we'll be working on things together. I'm sure this will be fine. I've also
We'll-
been assigned lava forge checkups. To apparently the volcano knowledge something. I don't. Yes.
I'll explain it all.
Dual assignment. Yes, please.
I'll
Thank you.
explain it all in a bit.
Yes. Hi, everyone. This shit happened, it would seem. Pardon my French.
Yeah, lots of shit happened. We were drug under the water.
Just gonna sit
Is
here
shit
this
French?
I don't know.
No, it's not.
I understand this is a figure of speech or whatever, but I don't know French. I know
I
Spanish.
think shit is universal.
I think shit
I
is
think
like
it's
also it's
global.
mouthed in French.
Global.
Mm.
Yeah.
You know what? That's fascinating. Thank you for telling me that.
No worries. It's just like, and then just like, huh? What? What is it?
Just
They're
one
so
last question
smooth.
for you, Professor.
Mm-hmm.
You ever see someone get assigned a vessel?
A vessel?
Yeah.
No, Lindy?
No? No one's been assigned as a vessel.
No, I've never
That
heard
doesn't
of
appear to
that.
be an Elder Thing assignment. I will say the only thing you haven't told them is about the dome changing shape so far.
Oh, yeah. Time never came up, but, you know.
Topic never came up.
It's just before I go. The dome that we're in is a kind of unusual substance. There are times. That is what I wanted to tell you about, how I got the shell and everything. I was supposed to tell you about that. Yeah,
Yes.
how that got through up. Yeah. So, Uriah had a wonderful idea. I found this shell. It was a huge shell. We popped out the snail in it. And he had a great idea to put those things inside the shell and then use some iron to weld it shut. And then we put it in the thing, and then we pushed it further using a stick or something, and then we basically went like this and hoped that it would float to the surface. The actual dome itself can change shape. Once or twice, it actually has changed shape. It's moving. It's almost like it's alive, like a membrane of a cell, something.
Professor, quick question for you. So I understand it is very dark down here in the underwater ocean. Have you been able to tell if maybe the city is moving at all? Like, is it stationary? Have y'all stayed in one place? Have y'all been moving around?
I haven't felt any movement whatsoever.
Alright.
I think it's stationary, but I mean, it's hard to tell. It's
Right,
so
yeah,
weird.
it's very.
We don't
very-
feel the earth move, so
That's
a tough
true.
question
We
to
don't.
answer.
And
Yeah,
we don't really
yeah.
see outside of the bubble. We can't
Right.
to.
There's some dark
Um,
shapes moving occasionally.
Yeah,
Deep
imagine
sea
if
creatures.
if it was moving at a constant rate, we wouldn't feel it at all.
Right.
I went in
I was-
one of those restaurants, one of the spinning ones. Yeah, they don't.
There are
What?
spinning restaurants. I feel like that would make you throw up your food.
Well, no, it's like a slow conveyor belt. It gets you to
Nah,
kind of
you'd-
slowly.
You'd never notice.
Yeah,
I prefer to be stationary when I'm eating. Thank you.
you never know that you're actually moving. You just think the outside's
Well,
moving.
I would know because I would have to walk
Exactly.
in the rotating building.
It only rotates on the inside. She just. Anyways,
This is where Bobby Major on
It-
the
to-
line.
it-
No
Never-
rotating buildings.
rotating buildings.
Especially not restaurants.
That's the absolute
Alright.
worst.
Okay. So we don't know if it's moving. We don't know how far deep down we are, and you said the dome does change shape. Sometimes it allows us to bring things to the outside, which is how we got all those messages like "Help us, we're still here," probably from the survivors.
Oh yeah, the sunglasses. And I just pulled out of my shirt the scratched sunglasses.
Says they're all cracked, but you see HELP
That was-
scratched on.
That was Gabriel. They use anything
Oh.
that they can
Yeah.
to try
yeah.
and.
So does
Well, it-
Gabriel someone we should
It
talk to?
did get out.
Okay.
So it is possible.
Thing is, right? There's a little high chance if we're able to break that. She points at the ceiling there with the device.
Mm-hmm.
A good amount of us, anyone who was involved, will die. So we'll have to
Yeah.
find first a way to destroy that. Second, get the right people out. So we have to choose who needs to get out. And third, resign yourself to our fate.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say I think getting out is a lofty goal that we're probably not gonna be able to, achieve.
Yeah, I'm not shooting for that one. I'm shooting for destroying this.
I
thing.
think just destroy this thing and deal with what happens after.
Yes, but
Sorry,
someone still
Professor.
needs
Like,
to
if you
give-
plan to get home, I'm just being
Again, this is
100%
that-
with you.
The tower might be a way
situation.
out, guys.
Yeah,
We might just be
the
able to run up the tower.
submarine. Yeah,
It's
If
a
there's
it was a
microwave.
fifth, we'd all be drunk.
It's a microwave. Like, it's meant to blow shit up and apparently transmit images.
no, there's
I don't-
that device and then there's that tower.
There's a spiral tower that leads, hopefully,
I
up to the surface.
understand.
Yeah, I don't trust anything that Triangle Head is.
But who's
is
gonna
saying
watch
is
the
fine.
dynamite blow up? We gotta make sure that it gets actually detonated. We need some
Mhm.
time.
Can,
So
can
somebody,
C4 can
at the
dynamite
very
blow
least,
up
Don't
iron?
stay behind.
We got a lot of questions. Looks like we kind of got the run of the place as long as we do the work they want. I think we need more information.
Yeah, here I go with manual labor. Like, Teddy ain't smart.
I got manual labor too, hun. So
I think they just divide you into whoever can make that versus whoever can't. I
Yeah,
don't
for-
think they
Oh,
care.
you can punch
But
things, you're
apparently-
strong, but you
What
must
are,
be
apparently-
what
able.
are all the jobs
Mhm,
here?
I see how it is.
photography isn't an
Um,
important skill.
Of all the jobs, you're either cooking, like I was. You are either working the forges, in the lava pits, or manual labor. They tend to be the general.
Okay, so manual labor is probably the best situation for me then.
Manual labor is clearing the city, the rubble of. all
Maybe,
around.
Teddy, that'll give us an opportunity to get into the tower. If we're cleaning rubble and we're in that area, we can just pop on up and take a little look-see.
I mean,
Well, maybe we can build a rebellion.
I mean,
I think a rebellion is pushing it. These
Well,
people
listen.
do
Hunter, just
not seem-
listen to me, Bobby May.
What?
A rebellion means this
Fodder.
gonna sound kind of awful.
Fodder.
Yeah,
Shrugs.
what she said.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, we got 5. I mean, we got a week.
In a
of
war-
five
sorry
not
to
5
sound
In
days.
a war, some
6
soldiers
days.
gotta die. That's how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
6 days.
Does the
Oh, I
professor
don't
look
disagree.
happy with that description?
Y'all are psychopaths.
I
Professor
mean,
is questioning
Irina,
his decision to be in this room.
Not really. Okay, my mom grew up during the war. It's fine.
The
Hey, I
professor
lived in the
lived
hood. It's all.
We got time. We have some time. Let's figure out some more information.
If I were you and you want to take some advice from a very old rail person, I would listen to Parker here. You do have time, and maybe some opportunities will occur when you start searching around and discovering more information. I would have the blowing up the thing as a when you're next to it as a last resort, if you could.
Blowing up the device. Yeah.
I mean, I probably won't last the week personally, so
Are you dying?
it's very.
Like, I mean, you're looking a little
Private.
gone, but we have
Listen,
a doctor.
I got so much army rations in here. All they need is a little bit of water, and it does not seem like we're lacking any of that.
And
Yes.
also, I mean,
Can
I'm sorry to like provision your meds or anything, Park, but we do have a lot of opiates as well. If you know.
Oh,
Wait,
if
those
you
are
want to
my
go out the
opiates.
easy way,
And like I said,
Yeah.
and like I said, she's not awake right now, but we do have a doctor. Like if you're sick
Yeah.
or anything like that.
no.
mean,
What that doctor does is she talks to you and makes it feel like you feel better for like 5 minutes, and then you go back to reality, and reality fucking sucks.
Yeah.
So she's a psychologist.
No, I thought she was like a medical doctor. Am I
She
wrong?
Amongst other
Oh,
things.
Oh, she has a. Okay.
She got multiple.
Well, I would just warn you. It's not just physically this place drains on you. It is also.
We're in the MRI.
What?
Closest to
I
it.
mean,
It's
like the nightmares we've been
mentally
dealing with that.
taxing.
I'm going to
For a
pop
week.
an antipsychotic.
Any beta blockers would be great.
Are these beta blockers?
Your antipsychotics? That is a great question. I don't know enough about medicines off the top. I'll get back to you on that next week.
Sure. Oh, by the
Um,
way, I'm going to see if I can make that guy fall in love with me.
Okay, very nice.
Okay,
Courting a strange triangle creature, you know?
I'm here for it.
That's brave, Parker.
You know what? How many people
Listen.
are gonna try to seduce a weird thing that the
Monster
that the
fucker is a
elder
real
thinks
thing.
like?
There's
I
an
do
entire
not doubt
genre
that.
of it, yes.
There
I'm-
is
I
an
am here
entire
for this
genre.
all you monster fuckers out there, I got you.
Hey, I guess it's the 80s. Go nuts.
Mhm.
Yeah, have you seen these things Lindy's posted in the chat of what these things look like? It's not a far throw. You don't have to throw the stuff.
You don't ask what that mouth do. You ask what those mouths do.
So, you know, I do think it might be interesting to try to see if we can communicate with those shoggoths. We have their language. You know it's Tikalili. We have a good sample size of what they say.
What? Now hold on. Last time we went near those things, Parker nearly died, and honestly, I'm
That one was
Parker
wild.
not dying.
Not trained. These ones are trained.
That's more terrifying.
It means they
act
can
on
take commands, yes, and that they
Not
can
from
understand.
us. Do you honestly think that big tentacle blob is gonna listen to you?
No, but we're gonna ask it things.
I
we
mean,
can
you
try.
talk with Goop, right?
Mm-hmm.
Goop is
I
different.
personally wouldn't try to converse with a Shoggoth, but that's just me.
Goop says it's a bad idea.
That's fair. I'll focus on the not so bad ideas for now.
Right.
Hey Parker, do you think we could try to like start making shrapnel for the grenade? We'll be we have C4, we just have to mix that.
Y'all are going to the forge.
Yeah.
I don't know a lot about bombs, but I think day one, let's just keep our eyes open, ears open, see what we have to work with.
Okay.
Hopefully we will find an escape route because the sub
Okay.
is still somewhere, and I'm hoping
Yes.
that can be a way out. If
Okay.
not,
For 4 people.
the spiral tower might be a necessary backup.
Also,
Okay.
I will also posit that we have no idea how to drive a fucking submarine, so...
Oh, don't worry, Wash is still
I
around.
believe the term is
Oh, right,
pilot is
Wash, who doesn't know how to
Know how to
drive
drive a
submarine.
submarine.
Read the fucking manual.
He read the manual and watched was it Das Boot?
Oh yeah, we broke in all your rooms while you were gone.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, by the way, like, you did not... I mean, you seemed surprised when we said Uriah was a Russian spy. You didn't get that vibe at all?
No, he was.
Yeah.
Uriah is a very nice individual. He helped us so much. I mean,
I
he's
mean-
fixed the sub and he helped us through it, and he continues to try and help us. So does
So
Wash and Tanner. What are you going to tell me?
Mhm.
Tanner is, I don't know, royalty somewhere or some country. or
Oh, no.
something.
Well, Tanner's
I
just
mean,
a sad boy.
Maybe he's a mastermind. I mean, this
I
thing
mean-
looks like
I'm
a Star
pretty sure
Wars thing,
Tanner's
right?
just an idiot kid.
Just-
the
I mean,
worst thing
sad
that could
boy.
possibly happen is he might be a dad, but we don't know.
and
Because we didn't ask
Oh,
him.
yeah,
What?
yeah. Heather might be
I
pregnant.
think we're
Yeah, that's
spilling a
another-
little too much info on the professor right now.
I'm going to lose a sanity.
Tanner, you are a father.
You-
You
don't
are
tell
the
him that.
father.
You might be one.
It's not true.
I mean,
It's
the doctor
impossible.
was the one who talked to her. She took a test. We didn't ask. We didn't think it was her place.
They didn't
Anyways,
have the results back yet.
yeah.
I didn't
So-
even know they. I mean, I knew they were watching movies and they were.
Oh, yeah, he sent her
Not
like a note,
you-
and he was
You
like,
thought they
"Oh,
were
I
watching
know."
movies. Professor, you're not that old, are you?
It's Star Wars. You don't
Yeah.
do that in the middle of
Gross.
Star Wars.
There was that power outage.
That's true. I forgot about the power outage.
And then Buenos Aires.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that too. We
You better hope Tanner's aim is as
One
bad
of
as some of them
times they shared
stormtroopers.
the room in the motels as we were traveling, I guess. Wow, I'm really old.
Yeah, I'm glad we didn't bring Heather.
Thing. I mean, yeah. So we will be meeting Uriah at least. That's good. And when we go to the forge.
Can we
Right, we can
use
Question
your...
him about being a Russian spy.
Can
I
we
mean,
use your
I-
boat as a home base? Can we keep our stuff here?
Yes, this is yours now. This is all yours.
Oh,
this is
oh,
your
thank
place,
you.
I call that
suppose.
corner.
This is where you will be kept. I'm a bit further down, and if you need
You
me,
said
I'm
be
probably working in the
kept.
kitchen.
You just had to remind the whole prisoner thing, didn't you?
Yes.
I mean, I don't think it's possible to forget.
This
She
is the
looks around.
fine fishing vessel, formerly known as the Chum Guzzler. This is where you will be staying.
Oh, is this one of
my.
the? This is
This is
one of the ones that was on the manifest, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
One of the missing
Ones
ships.
that missing ships.
Yes,
Yep.
it is.
Yeah.
These are actually, if you look at all the boat names, these are all the missing
all
ships.
are.
That's so
Shocking.
wild.
Shocking
Wow.
indeed.
Look, They thought the humans needed an enrichment in their habitats and shelter, so they got upgrades. Yeah.
Yeah, we
Right.
put structures in fish bowls, right?
That's exactly what they're doing here. They used to not, and then the humans had a riot once, so they gave them enrichment. Yeah, they've been doing better since then.
Right, so I have to head off to the kitchen and sort some things out. Is there anything
Yes.
at all else that you need to ask me before I go? Because you might not get a chance to speak to me again.
God.
No, I have no questions.
Parker, did you do the thing?
I'll be honest, Doc. That sounds
Yeah, I did.
Professor, Doc,
Okay.
whatever. I don't know if you got a doctorate, but that sounds ominous. Very, very ominous.
Well, he did say he was gonna die, so
Yeah.
I mean, I'm very busy in the kitchen, and you have your own duties to attend to.
Do we have
so
how many?
there are a couple,
You said a couple of hundred people to feed? That
couple
is
of hundred,
that
and
is
it's
a lot.
a lot.
Okay,
you,
okay.
me, and Disco. Yeah.
Disco. Yeah, he seems a little unhinged. Is he? He's not okay, is he?
No, he's not. No, at all. In
Oh.
fact, I'm expecting him to snap any minute.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Sorry, one
Just-
last question.
Just stay opposite side of the galley.
Any
Yes,
any prominent people that we should either avoid or maybe seek out?
I probably would seek out Gabriel. He
Mhm.
seems to have.
Gabriel is a person of
He-
interest, yeah.
I mean, at least he still talks to people and hasn't completely given up, I suppose. You can. I don't know if they're allowed to talk to the others of the companies. You'll have to do.
You know,
You
Okay.
can talk to Wash or Tanner or
Mhm.
Uriah.
Uriah. Yeah.
Um,
We'll have to talk to him about the bomb.
there's a
Maybe
couple
he was a
other
spy.
people that
If
might be
you know.
helpful. There is Andrea Johnson. She has the store in the area. She has.
Yeah.
There's the old boat, the Peer Pressure. It was actually a really nice pleasure yacht. She's kind of got a it's her job to deal with the dead, with any corpses. She has to drag them to the Shoggoth pits. That's her job. She comes
That's what
back.
they eat.
And she's kind of started, but because that's her only job, she has some more free time than some of the other people. So she's kind of started finding useful things and collecting them, and has a
Scavenging.
trade barter system on the Peer Pressure. If you need something, she might have it. You're gonna have to trade it for something else.
We do have a lot of snacks, so hey!
You do
we did
have- you've
keep
got some
stuff for
supplies.
ourselves.
So Gabriel and Andrea are probably the two people you'd want to speak to. Person you might want to avoid would be Atara Brighton. She's just kind of a bitch. She's very rude. She likes to try to start fights and like instigate people against each other, which she never gets the blame for from the elder things because she's not actually partaking in these things. So she might be someone to look out for.
Okay.
Wow.
And then there's a Lucas Lopez who just stares into this chasm frequently. Maybe don't do that.
Wait, let's see what the
Staring into the
scavenger
abyss.
has for sale. That might be handy later. Also, I will need an itemized list of all the boat names here. I just need to like. something.
Well, I gave you a list a long time ago. I'll pull it back up for you. I'll re-give it to you and let you know who's on what boat. You've got your little map of the city, and as Professor Marvin and dear Dr. Renee Nelson go off to prepare the snails and seaweed stew, mush. Just pretend it's polenta for
It's like,
tonight.
I like to think that it's better when you don't chew it. You just kind of just let it slide.
That's
down.
why you guys mash it up a
Yeah.
lot. That's easier to do. You gotta descale it, collect all the iron scales, send it off to the forges, etc., etc. Yes, and as you are left alone on the Chum Guzzler, as the professor and Dr. Nelson go off, that is where we're gonna end our session for tonight, y'all. Woohoo! Oh, that was so much fun, you guys! Yay! All right, we're gonna.
We found him.
You found him! I knew you would.
did.
I knew you guys could do it. So we're gonna go around. We're gonna have some chill music playing because it's all good times, right? We're gonna go around. We're gonna say who you are, where we can find you, favorite moments, highlights from tonight's game. I'm going to start with our absolutely delightful guest this evening, who has stayed up far too late. Is it like what, a little after 3 a.m. your time?
It's about 3 in the morning.
Yeah, 10 past 3.
Yeah.
Um,
But thank you for being
If
here.
anyone knows me, I don't stay up
You
this late.
do not. You pumpkin at like 10 p.m.
in
Yeah.
bed.
Thank you.
So I'm, but no, it was great. It was fantastic. This might be literally the only time I would ever to be able to do this. I was lucky. It was Christmas break, so I was off work. So I don't thankfully have to get up in 3 hours like I would normally do.
I saw my opportunity,
Appreciate
and I was like, "Hey."
Yeah, and we jumped at it, and it was just really fun because, like I said, I've been watching from the thing, and I keep an eye on it, and I do kind of. So it is a lot of fun. So thank you all for letting me join you and introduce Marvin Howells to you all. It was very kind of you. Thank you. And as I said, I think I've said this to Lindy as well. For people who's playing Call of Cthulhu first time, you're nailing it. You're absolutely nailing it. Not a lot of people can kind of like play Call of Cthulhu because they think D&D and I can take this and I can take that. No, you are very, very squishy. So you guys are all nailing it. And you like to push a red button. That's important for Call of Cthulhu.
Absolutely lovely. And did you have any particular favorite moments from tonight's game? Any love you want to give?
Oh my goodness. Now you'll have to apologize. I'm sorry, but my brain is trying to work in this moment. So it's so trying to access memory.
Like the professor. It's just genuine. We're good.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I do like Irina's like full on kind of like, this is fascinating, this is great. Just going straight for it. That was just it's just kind of like a somewhat innocence about that. It's just knowledge and knowledge and knowledge until there's too much knowledge. And the brain goes boom. So I'll look forward to that moment. I'll look forward to that moment for sure. Yeah.
Wonderful. And where can we find you last but not least?
Oh, right. Yes. So,
I know you're tired. I'm getting you done first, so you can just kick back and enjoy.
You can find me on Twitter with Hot Flakes Tom. That's where I am pretty much everywhere else. I am also on Modifius on Tuesdays for Star Trek Adventures. There's 7 p.m. GMT and other times. Also, Thursdays, we're bringing back for Black Cats Gaming. I'll be there doing D&D again, D&D campaign, and that's it for now.
For now.
Who knows? For now, who knows? Sometimes in the future there might be maybe one more game that we might be doing.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Right here.
So, thank you very much, Tom. We're going to go around to the rest of our lovely crew. Again, I don't think I mentioned at the top, but Hannah unfortunately was not feeling well. She couldn't join us for tonight. I can't wait for y'all to catch her up next week. That'll be a delight. Speaking of delight, though, Parker, how was tonight for you?
Oh, wow. We did it. We did it, guys. We beat the Call of Cthulhu. We found them. Oh, goodness. It was a lot of fun. It was very tense. And honestly, I was very surprised. We seem to be rolling well tonight. So a lot of things could have gone really bad. But
Yeah.
there were a few hiccups here and there. But yeah, had a great time tonight. I'm Yutsai. You can follow me at Blue Sky at Yutsai. Favorite moments tonight. I love the Teddy element of facing a problem head on, but I also like the Dimples element of just, you know what if I just threw in this side note of being in love? Wanting to go on a date sometime. That was like oh, okay. This is probably the worst time to pursue that as a character, but that's what makes it fun. Seeing Bobby May kind of like, when that kind of crack through the mental block finally happened and seeing that like processing was really interesting to see. I feel so bad for Bobby May. Just a lot of stuff to catch up on. Ghosts, scoops, and all of the things in between. Very similar to Professor, I really enjoy seeing Irina focus in on the issue and the problem. And it's honestly, it doesn't even seem like Irina is too troubled by our situation, and it's more like, this is a very interesting scientific experiment, and we can just, there's so many problems to research and fix, and I mean, it would probably come up with some very useful information, I hope we live long enough to get to use it. And of course, the reveal of our mysterious guest was also like really fun. Glad to put a name to a face in virtual space here. Hearing your voice and your troubling tales of woe, and actually getting to meet the character in the game was really cool to see. I think this might be like the first time that's yeah, I do think this is like the first time that like a guest character played by someone else who's had their own adventures just has appeared in the game. So really cool experience. Love being here.
And we love having you. You know who else we love? Or at least I love. I can't speak for everyone, but I love Nuggetosaurus. Bobby May, how are you tonight?
I'm fine. Bobby May is not. Hi, I'm Nuggetosaurus. I had a friggin' blast tonight. This was phenomenal. I love this game so much. Anybody who knows me and my games, I love it when there's angst and drama and traumatize my characters. Yes, please. So this is the psychic break kind of thing that happened for Bobby tonight was chef's kiss. I freaking loved it. You can find me here exclusively. I don't really play anywhere else besides on Lindy's channel, Mondays, Tuesdays, and then Wednesdays, but alternating Mondays and Tuesdays. Starting in the new year, we're going to be doing a Ghost of Salt Marsh and some, fun things. So that's very exciting. My favorite part was Teddy just outright being like, oh, I've got a little crush on, Irina. And I was like, Bobby latched onto that so freaking hard. Like, you're not gonna get away with not doing anything, Teddy. Like, it's Bobby's gonna make it happen. I also really liked Irina spending like several hours with the Shoggoth, just fascinated by it. Love that.
I'm sure that'll be fine.
It'll be totally fine. Nothing's wrong with that. The idea of Parker being a vessel for one of the other beings is just terrifyingly hilarious, and I'm here for it. Also, I'm very interested to see where the love potion goes, love candle, what ends up being with that. And then I have to agree, just having Marvin Howells here and just putting, the face to the voice and just all of that, it was phenomenal. I'm very excited to see where else this story goes, because it's not looking great. Really not.
You know who is looking great, though? Irina. How are you tonight?
A lot more ready, surprisingly, after session than I was before. Because now that I know we're gonna die, things are looking chipper, as Irina's mother once said, a man can die but once.
Well,
so,
sure.
Yeah, you can only die once. It's fine.
Sure.
That worries me. So So that said, I'm Loria Lark, played Irina Zhao, who had honestly, she was like, I'm gonna die now, and this is what I do before dying. So let's go. As for my favorite parts, there were so many, because like every beat kind of hit, like that dread of we're gonna really enjoy DJ like Yuga Mama's song. By the way, that was awesome. Like Trooper did, like, yeah, the classical musician in me makes me very.
Look, Irina
I was so pleased.
and Gemma had a conversation at Trooper Watches. He incorporated some Rachmaninoff, because that's your favorite composer as Irina. Yeah,
he's one of mine, like my IRL ones too. Like he's not like the man, but like he's Irina's. Anyways, so that was really sweet, and I love that. Okay, there were just way too many moments. I think everybody already like picked out a couple, but this was not the session that I expected to be about love, and yet it was. Parker and the Triangle Man thing. Can a monster ever truly love? We will find out. Teddy seating in like, it would be really nice to have any sort of possible romance now that we are now trapped in a bubble under the sea. Like, that is the peak moment for romance, obviously. And Bobby being healed through the power of tea. I think that was I felt that in real life. I was like, I could have the worst day in the world and some tea would definitely help. And yeah, but also I think it's just everything's coming together.
It is.
We finally figured out why that manager's such a weirdo.
You did.
Honestly, Teddy should have punched him 3 times. We could have gone with more punches.
Should have capped his ass. That's honestly really what should have happened. I should have capped him.
I'm sure that would have gone well.
That would have gone terribly, but I'm sure that would have been great. I love the Shoggoth. The fact that they are kept almost as pets is mind-boggling. I can't believe that's a thing.
Yes, pets is the word. Sure.
Slaves? Like we are? Maybe we should be starting the Shoggoth Rebellion. That's a face. But yeah, that's where my brain's at. Thinking of wild conspiracy theories. I'm very excited for next session. Thank you for having me. You will find me again here next week, I think. If it's on next week, yes, I think.
Yes, next week.
Yes, I am always here on the Wednesday until this is no longer a thing. So very excited. Oh my god.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you. And last but certainly not least, Teddy. How was tonight for you, friendo?
Teddy went through some things tonight.
Yeah.
To say the least. First off, thank you, Tom. You're fantastic. It's good to meet you. Good to play with you. Good to see the professor going through this group and dealing with our shenaniganifuckery, because that's the only thing you can call it, shenaniganifuckery. I hope we are doing service to y'all's group. That's all I got. Just favorite moments for tonight. There's a lot. I like bringing Parker in and seeing Parker try to sweet talk this manager character was phenomenal. But then it got weird because then it's like, hey, you'll be a vessel. Oh, that's not good. That's not where we wanted this to go. Yes, the cannon fodder thing. I'm sorry, but since that got typed in, the reactions on your face out when we said cannon fodder was fantastic. Also, Snow jumping in with the cannon fodder comment that Teddy was trying to tiptoe around. Phenomenal. Every time that Bobby May and Teddy have a conversation, like a sidebar conversation, something horrible and something hilarious comes out every single time, and I love it. And yes, I did drop the romance bomb because it felt right for the moment. I'm probably going to die. What else can we add to this? Why not? Why the fuck not? I love playing with y'all. This is one of the most fun games I've played in a long time. So thank you all. Lindy, you're a monster, and I love you for it.
Oh, thanks. That just leaves me, Lindy. Love Lindy. I'm gonna go through some of my favorite ones first. Thank you, Trooper, for being the musical genius behind DJ Yakamama. I just do the videos. But you know, by our powers combined, we make trippy shit, and I'm here for it. Eco Techno for the win. It's weird, and I love it. Also, Tom, for staying up so late. Bless you. But at least you don't have to work tomorrow. You can sleep in, and it's gonna be grand. It was a delight having you, and maybe we'll have some other guests from the other group. Who knows? We'll have to see. I'm sure it'll be awesome. And as far as my love for everyone else, as far as the romance bomb being dropped, which, yes, I love, Tom knows, this is not the latest in-game romance dropped bombs we've seen dropped in campaigns. It's been, like, second to last episode, and it's like, yep, here we go. So, you know, I knew it was just a matter of time, honestly. I was just waiting. I was like, who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? And I am so here for it. Goop ships it. Yes, and happy day after birthday to our dear Teddy as well. You survived. Congratulations. You survived another year. Who knows what they might survive in Call of Cthulhu. Irina being really close. Not quite on the money with all of your crackpot theories, as you call them, but really fucking close enough to make me sweat a little bit and be like, oh man, oh, she's real, she don't know how close she is, she's just spitballing, but she's like, those darts are hitting real close to the board there. Those blindfolded darts. Of course, Bobby May, your sister's so happy right now. I just want you to know you have your memories back. Look, I told you it would probably happen one day. Today was the day. There was a chance they couldn't break through the barrier, and that would have been interesting for you, but they did. So, you know, you got off with just getting your memories back, which is great. And now you get manual labor. Congrats. Parker, trying to keep everything and everybody kind of together in the face of the boat just going to hell. Just hell in a handbasket. Parker being like, all right, you, keep an eye on you. Go up to the captain. Okay, DJ Yakima, okay, following you. Just being like, where do I, how can, can't fix. Just loved that. Just loved all of that. And coming up, and I'm very excited for the potential of you becoming a vessel. I think that is a great decision. I only see good things coming from this, really. Which you might take with a grain of salt, I understand. But I think it would be very exciting if that were to come to pass. And I look forward to seeing how y'all do what you guys decide to do with the device and other things. And there is more than one method of escape, but will you find it? Who knows? Tune in next week at our regular time, not this hour early time. We just wanted to keep Tom not up till 4 a.m. So, same bat channel. Until next time, thank all you wonderful, lovely people. Have fun and play games. Goodbye.